I'm on my own, broken and alone. I feel the rain crashing down. All around this empty town, I'm searching for the lost and found. But you don't care, you're unaware. Keep moving like the scars aren't even there. It's in the air, like a blazing flare. Just stare, cause the flames will burn us. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. I used to kiss your head when you cried for me. Hold your hand while the pain was over. Keep you warm by the roaring sea. You meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me.
With Game Time Picks, we make buying tickets easy by serving up only the best deals on sports, music, and shows.
What time is it?
It's game time.
And a pleasant good evening to all of you hockey fans. What is going on? Alongside Kyle Manifold, my name is Neil Villapiano, and we welcome you to another edition of Live Watch Along, a playoff edition of Live Watch Along here on the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. And tonight is Game 5 of this Eastern Conference first-round matchup between the New Jersey Devils and the Carolina Hurricanes. Hurricanes now up 3-1, so a win tonight at home will send them off to the second round and send the Devils off to the golf course. But if the Devils can find a way to win tonight in Carolina, they force a Game 6 back in New Jersey in a couple of days. And this should be another interesting one, Kyle. It's there is no love lost between these two teams. There's been a lot of drama in these first couple of games, and obviously, the big news coming into this one has to be the health of Freddie Anderson, who was injured in the second period of game number 4 after being hit by Timo Meier. Freddie Anderson did not return to the game. He is listed as day-to-day. And so Peter Kochetkov, who came in for Anderson in game number 4 and did a pretty bang-up job despite giving up an early goal when he first got in, he will get the start in this one. So, yeah, I mean, obviously there's been a lot of, let's call it, unpleasantries over social media the last
That's an understatement.
24 to 48 hours.
Yeah.
Considering how that all went down, and we'll get into it a little bit more as we go along here in this game. But the big story, obviously, again, is as mentioned, Hurricanes up 3-1 going into this one. It's do or die if you're the Devils, but if you're the Hurricanes, you come in feeling pretty confident. I mean, you had a decisive 5-2 win in New Jersey on Sunday afternoon, and now you look to try to close it out. And the Devils have still had a lot of struggles in Carolina. I couldn't even tell you the last time the Devils won a game in Carolina, and it's going to be interesting, Kyle. But before we get into all of that or continue on with all that, first and foremost, how are you doing this fine evening?
Good. It's been a busy day today, but yeah, I'm just ready to get settled down here and see what transpires here a little bit. I think it was funny. I brought up that scoreboard there, and the Devils have only scored 1 goal in both of those games, in game 1 and then game 2, right?
That's true.
I think the big thing, for your Devils to get going tonight and keep the series alive is Well, you have to score, number one, which has been the issue from what you told me.
Yeah.
But you have to find a way to get to, at the bare minimum here, you got to get 3 to be in this game, right? Because Carolina's just nasty at home, and it's a complete uphill battle tonight. And then all the Myers stuff is going to be very interesting to watch as well.
I was telling you before we started today, I think that Timo Meyer has done Eric Hall a favor by now becoming the most hated man in Raleigh, and certainly at the Lenovo Center tonight. So Hall, I think, gets the night off from being booed. He'll probably still get booed because it's Eric Hall.
Oh, he probably will. He probably
might be less than maybe it was earlier.
Maybe.
But we'll see. But yeah, like you mentioned, it's a very big uphill climb here for the Devils. And again, they're able to find a way to win this game. However they find a way to win, they will force a game 6 back in New Jersey. And I think for a lot of Devils fans, even if they don't end up winning this series, right, and let's say they end up losing tonight, I think the big thing that you want to take away is you hope that the Devils can come out and just put up a good effort. Just put up a good fight and go out swinging. I think if you're Sheldon Keefe, you might want to take some chances tonight. Because really, you could say the simple phrase of you got nothing to lose other than obviously being eliminated. But at the same time, what you have done through 4 games, for the most part, just hasn't worked. Regardless of the amount of injuries the Devils have, the truth is that I feel that they could still play at a better level than they have. And they are making a little bit of a change tonight. The only change is that Seamus Casey will make his playoff debut in his rookie season with the Devils. He will be on the 3rd pairing with Shimo Nemec. So the Devils will have
Lord,
very young and very inexperienced 3rd pairing, which I would not be surprised gets shelled a lot here in this.
Well, you got to be careful with something like that because you got 2 youngsters out there, and if at any point any sort of icing goes down here, right, and Casey and Nemec are on the ice, you just know that, okay, Aho, Svechnikov, let's go. We're getting them out there, and they're going to hammer that line, right? Like the inexperience, they're just going to hammer it. And that's my one concern, really. I don't love that pairing. You'd rather have Casey probably with somebody who has a little bit experience, but I mean, it's tough because it's so riddled here with injuries, but it's just something to watch for.
It certainly is. And so it's going to be really, really interesting to see how both teams come out. I think the Hurricanes are going to feed off of that home crowd. And, one thing that the Canes have done so well through the first 4 games, Kyle, is their forecheck. I mean, if you look at the first 2 goals they scored in game 4, it was all courtesy of the forecheck. Jacob Slavin with an individual effort, getting that puck away from Stefan Nason and then shooting a sharp angle goal from the left side. And that was just right there, just an example of how relentless they are in that zone. So the Devils got to find a way, especially defensively, to get that puck out as quickly as possible. And before we jump into this game, Kyle, I think it's only fitting that we drop in our predictions.
We got Liam.
Liam Wolf, going with the Devils to win 3-1. That would be
wow.
That would be great.
That'd be an upset and a half.
I mean, that would be exactly what you said the Devils needed to do, right? Score at least 3 times. But holding Carolina to just 1, it must mean that Jacob Markstrom stole this game, which, again, that might be the only saving grace of this Devils team, that Markstrom, who has played well in this series overall, could very well stand on his head, and I mean really stand on his head, and keep them out and keep the Canes off the board. But nonetheless, Kyle, your prediction for tonight?
I'm going to stick with the trend that you pointed out, how this series has kind of gone in relation to it wasn't last year, it was the year before, correct? From when they played each other?
2 years ago.
2 years
ago.
Yes. So game 5, I feel like it's going to go to overtime tonight. And a man that's been very quiet this series, who I think is going to pot one tonight, I think it's going to be Seth Jarvis. So I'm going to go with Hurricanes. I'm going to say 3-2 Carolina OT.
Fair enough. I actually, as much as my confidence has certainly waned over the last 48 hours after a really difficult game number 4, until the Devils are officially out of it, I can't go against them. I don't want to go against them.
I don't blame you.
I'm going to go 3-2 Devils, 3-2 Devils in overtime. I think it'll be similar to how game 3 went, where the Devils, I don't think they'll blow a 2-goal lead. At least I hope they don't do it this time around. But nonetheless, I think they'll find a way
Yeah.
here. I think that they have another level that they still haven't reached, despite what little they have in the lineup tonight. I
Right.
still think that they can surprise us, and we'll see. RJ, as always, doing a great job giving us this update in case you missed it. Aaron Ekblad suspended 2 games for his elbow to the face of Brandon Hagel. Hagel, I believe, is out for game number 5. I think the Lightning already determined that. And so with the
Ekblad also scored twice yesterday, but one of them was called back.
That's fair. So we'll see. We'll see how much of a factor that plays into game number 5 with now the Panthers up 3-1. But going back to our game here, goaltending matchup again. Jacob Markstrom in net for the Devils as always, and Peter Kochetkov, who is relieving the injured Freddie Anderson, will be in net for the Canes. Kyle, let's see what happens tonight. Either the Hurricanes move on to the second round, or we have a game 6 later on this week. Either way, we should be in for a good one. So here we go. Players are at center ice. The puck is dropped, and game 5 is underway. And you know what? You kind of said that I could do this tonight. And you know what? I think I'm just going to chill tonight. I think I'm just going to sit back.
We'll just chat. Good.
I'm just going to chat, have a good time with everybody, because I don't get to do it. I try my best to interact with the chat and make sure I'm looking at everything. But tonight I'm just going to chill.
Yep.
Let's have a good one.
And you know what? If that happens and they find a way to win,
then
you know what you have to do, right?
I have to just be laid back the rest of the playoffs, right? I just have to be like, let someone else do it.
It's fine.
Yep. But
man, I think
go ahead.
So you got Meyer out there with Heischer and Palat, Holla with Mercer and Bratt here as well.
Mm-hmm.
Nason, Cody Glass, Paul Cotter. Wow, they got Tatar on the 4th line, eh?
I mean, he's played on the 4th line many times this year, so it's not out of the ordinary.
Man, that's a top-heavy, top 4 defense, though they have. You're right, with Casey and Nemec there at the back. Like, you have Siegenthaler and Dougie Hamilton.
Well, you have 3 different you have 3 guys out right now. So, I mean, it's like you don't really have a choice.
Right.
You're not giving yourself an option, let's put it that way.
Man.
So we'll see. But
Mark, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, I got to tell you, the Devils, other than Shimo Nemec, all of the top guys have been all of the offense for the Devils, which comes as no surprise given the lack of depth that the Devils have offensively. But I think tonight we might get a surprise goal. And I'm going to say, I think Cody Glass is going to be the guy who ends up scoring. I don't know when, but I feel like a Cody Glass goal is coming.
I feel like Jesper Bratt, though, is also another guy, too.
Mm-hmm.
That, he scored last time in game 2, and it wouldn't surprise me if he does it again tonight.
The big thing with him is that he's had a career year. He broke the Devils single season record for assists in a year. The thing about him, unfortunately, is that he is a pass first kind of guy. He's a playmaker. Right. So, I would love him to be a 30-goal scorer, which I think he has the ability to. But again, he does have that pass first mentality, which can be frustrating because there's times where I feel like he could just take it to the net and he ends up stopping and waiting for someone else.
One guy that was really surprising, I guess that broke out for Carolina was Jankowski. He used to be he was a Flames draft pick a long time ago. And then he has days in the AHL, and I guess he's having a bit of a resurgence here for Carolina.
When he actually first got to Carolina, as almost an opportunity there for the Devils. He and Stankoven right away were contributing what seemed like every night. I think for the first 4 or 5 games after they were traded to Carolina, I think that they went off. I know Jankowski has been kind of in and out of the lineup. Brendan Moore kind of flips, day in and day out, but he apparently, from what I've heard, has been nothing short of a great addition to the Canes. So
that's good. By them. It is good.
And Stankoven as well. I mean,
I was going to say, Stankoven must be thrilled. He gets to finally play, meaningful. Well, I mean, he's on the 4th line, but he's still playing minutes.
Playing for Dallas. I'm just saying.
But he was stuck in that system for how long, right? He just wanted to play. They weren't letting him play.
And the Devils scored. That
They
puck
did?
ended up in the net. It's Jesper Bratt, I believe,
told
that gets
you.
the goal.
I
And
told
the
you.
Devils have taken the early lead.
I told you. See, I told you. I should be on this more
Actually,
often.
wait a minute. It might be Brett Pesce. That puck just went a million places, Kyle. I don't even know how this went in the
What
first
was it,
place.
ticky-tacky? Like,
It was weird. I'll look at it again. There was a scramble in front of the net. Kochetkov couldn't find it. It was on his rear end. Then it came out to the top of the point to Pesce. He takes the shot, and I lose it. I can't see it after. I got to see it again.
well, again, they're not calling for goalie
It
interference.
hit somebody. It might have hit. I think it hit Orlov. Ooh, that's unfortunate.
What
Oh,
happened?
that hit Orlov in the hand and went in.
Oh, that's not
Oh,
fun.
that's unfortunate.
Okay, all
Oh,
right.
hold on. Brendan Moore's looking at it.
So let's see it. No.
Check.
He's outside the crease. No. Chatfield's no. It's more Hurricanes, guys. Oh, Holla was just digging at Kochekov because he
Wait,
thought the
Holla?
puck was there. Yeah.
What a start! What a start if you're the Devils.
Yeah.
This
There's
is.
no,
I mean, look. This is the second time out of the 3 games they played in Carolina. This is the second time that the Devils have scored the first goal. Granted, obviously in game
Wow.
2 didn't matter, but yeah, I mean, look, that's exactly what you said, and it's an unlikely guy, Brett Pesce,
Pesce.
the former Hurricane, is the one that ends up giving the Devils the early lead. So,
But
good
you have to
start.
remind yourselves that this is what happened in game 2, and that's where it stopped, right?
Exactly.
You've got to just keep going here. You got to
I
keep
agree.
like treat 1-0 as
Cool.
no score.
Yeah, treat it, or I have an even better idea. Treat it like you're trailing and you got to be desperate.
There is a kid behind that Carolina bench with both of his AirPods in. That kid
Oh, I
needs a
did
beating.
see that. I caught a glimpse of that.
That kid needs a beating.
That kid
Right
needs a
away.
belt to ass.
Right, he needs a belt to the ass. What are you doing as a
Oh.
parent? Like you paid how much? Oh yeah, Billy, you can bring your AirPods.
Yeah. Oh,
You, fuck
So-
you, Billy.
so in the weirdest turn of events, Dawson Mercer actually got the last touch on that, so it's his goal.
Mercer. Okay.
So it's Mercer's second of this playoffs, and his 5th of his career in the playoffs. So
So assisted by Pesce.
assisted by Pesce, I think Eric Holla it's just Pesce. So
Mhm.
Pesce gets an assist and Mercer gets the goal. And I mean, look, that's exactly how you want to start if you're New Jersey. That's exactly how you want to get going.
Don't give Carolina. But again, remember what happened in game 2 where you go up 1-0 and then you gave them 2 power plays, even though they didn't do anything with it. They came out firing there in the second period and they tie it
And
right
then,
away.
But if you remember the turning point of that game, right? As opportunity here, Timo Meyer, and he scores!
Wars!
Timo Meyer! And it's 2-0 New Jersey.
Neil, they're
Wow.
doing it to you again.
Kyle, it's like when we're on Flames cast, right? Throughout
They're-
like the
yeah.
last month of the year, they just
Yeah.
keep pulling me
They
back
keep
in.
pulling you in.
Of all the people to score, oh, what a great outfit, by the way, by that Canes fan. What an elite outfit. But it's Timo Meyer off of turnover. So Taylor Hall, no, excuse me, I was wrong. It was Jacob Slavin that turned it over. Great pass from Brett Pesce, who gets his second assist
Oh,
of the game already. And Kochetkov,
brutal giveaway.
if you're the Canes, Kyle, Kochetkov not giving you a lot of confidence with not even 6 minutes into this game.
So now Canes fans are going to be even more pissed that Myers scored.
Well, that's the thing, right?
You took out Anderson.
Yeah, I know. That's what's gonna happen. As
That's
now the
okay,
Canes are
Anderson.
just throwing everything at the net.
Wow.
What a start! The start just keeps getting better, and the Devils just can't get it out again. This is gonna be the life. This is gonna be the death of me. I swear. Kyle, you have no idea. In Game 4, because I was at Game 4. as
You were
know.
there, yes. Yeah.
Oh, dude, like going 30 to 45 seconds of being stuck in your own zone makes you want to pull your hair out.
It's ridiculous.
Everybody's experienced it. Every hockey fan has experienced their team having an issue with getting the puck out of their own zone for a minute. It's
Now,
happened.
yeah, so now you feel like it kind of falls because Markstrom has not, we're 5 minutes in. Until now, he hasn't really been tested.
Markstrom's being tested right now.
He's being
as we're
tested,
talking
yes,
about it.
as we're speaking. Yeah. So
Give
now,
the
but
team
this falls
credit.
on him.
You got to give them credit. They're responding. They're like, okay, because
gotta
you know
wake up
what?
here.
Now, honestly, before they started this push, I think the Canes looked a little lazy in their own end.
They did.
I think
Sloppy
that
turnover by Slavin.
perhaps it's that human element, right? Where they're thinking like, well, this team is so depleted and so demoralized that we could half-ass it and we're going to win.
Just before puck drop, that crossed my mind. I go, I think they could think that this might be easy for them, that they've got this
think that's
wrapped
what
up in their
thinking.
own head. So this is a huge wake-up call for Carolina, man.
It's huge. It's huge. And so right now, I mean, again, this is damn near close to a perfect start if you're New Jersey. You get the first 2 goals, and Brett Pesce, Kyle, against his former team, 2 assists already in this one. He's off to a great start.
He's off to the races.
And he was actually a game time decision. He did not skate this morning. And he ends up getting that. Oh, is that going to be a penalty? Oh, and Nason falls down. And it is a penalty. So the Devils are going to the power play now.
Oh, man.
So the Devils go into this, Kyle, in case you don't know.
Okay.
0 of 14 on the power play in this series.
Oh,
0 of
well,
14.
hey, good time to get your
Fucking
first,
brutal.
right?
But again, you're facing the number 1 penalty kill in the league.
Yeah.
So, like, it made sense. But now you'll know that this game is really on its you-know-what if the Devils find a way to score on the power play.
Well, Carolina just does a good job of boxing guys out on the penalty kill.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And that's why they've always been number 1 in the league this year, is they do such a good job of just boxing their opponents out, keeping them against the boards, having nothing in front of the net. And they do a great job of it. All right.
Big time.
Man, if there's a time to get your first, though, this is it, right? You're 0 for 14 now on the power play. You can flip the script here real quick.
This and look, here's the other thing if you're Carolina, right? Go back to game 2. You were down 1-0. You tied it, and then you took a penalty.
Yeah.
And right off the face-off, Martin comes the other way, scores shorthanded. That was the game. Now, granted, if the Hurricanes score shorthanded, that's not the difference in the game.
No.
Because the Devils are still winning at that point. But I think that's something the Devils have to be careful of, is the fact that the Hurricanes are aggressive when it comes to coming the other way shorthanded. So I
agree. Yeah.
So,
and they will be aggressive again, I assume, on this upcoming penalty kill, right?
Danelle, I said I wouldn't do game 4 because I was at the game. But I'm doing this one. That's what I said.
Not going to ask it yet.
Okay.
I feel like you know what I'm going to ask.
Maybe.
You were at the game for game 4.
Oh.
Right.
Do you want to ask me or do you want to?
No. I'm saying, can you guess what I could end up at? I shouldn't, because I don't want to jinx it.
The Timo Meyer hit?
No. Like, you were at the game for game 4. The Devils are up 2-0 here in game 5. A chance to go back home to game 6. You were at the game at game 4.
Well, no, the Devils were
you
down.
Gonna go if they go to 6?
Oh, am I gonna go? That's a great question, Kyle, and I will not answer that because it's still early in this game. So now we'll see what the Devils can do here. Seamus Casey is actually getting bodied off the puck pathetically.
Mercer and Meyer, Donnell. Mercer and Meyer,
the M&M boys.
Eminem.
Okay, I was wrong. They're 0 for 12 on the power play. Still atrocious.
That's okay.
They'll be 0 for, you know what, Kyle? They'll be 0 for 14 by the end of tonight.
Well, you don't know that.
I
don't know that.
Like I kind of do. With the way this power play has started already, and Jacob Slavin now has a shorthanded opportunity. Yeah, I know exactly how this is going to go.
No confidence.
Hey, you know what? I call that knowing your team.
I actually, considering how crazy, by the way, the Kings and Oilers series has gone tonight, I think I'm going to stay up and watch that game.
Oh, I'm staying up.
I think it's going to be bananas.
That's I know that. Look, don't get me wrong. Dallas, Colorado, been a great series.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Give the Stars credit last night. They kicked the crap out of.
They beat
there is. What a block. 2-on-1 maybe. Shimon Nemec. What was that? Oh my God! What was that? That was the most pathetic pass I've ever seen in my life.
From Nemec?
Oh yeah, you got to watch it. It's actually awful. It's so sad.
It's okay. I'm behind you. I'll catch up.
It's so weak, and oh my God, nearly scored. Look at this.
Do you have a list of who's out tonight for the Devils? Do you know who was out?
What, you mean like the 20 players that are not playing?
Okay, minus Jack Hughes, Luke Hughes, and Brendan Dillon.
I'm trying to hold on. I'll tell you in a second. The Devils
Okay.
still have the puck in the offensive zone. Wow. At least they haven't
Okay, here, I'm going to see it here from Nemec.
It's so bad, Kyle. It's so bad. It's so bad.
He doesn't even get the pass off.
He doesn't. He short circuited at the last moment. I would like them to shoot it with 2 seconds left. And my God! And they score! Stephen Mason!
Oh my God!
Nothing, New Jersey.
Wow!
Is it a power play goal? Wait a minute. The power play was about. Hold on, Kyle. The real question is, did the power play expire before that went in? Because if it didn't,
I'll tell you.
A power play goal. And
I'll tell
you. This is insane.
So I see Nason. Okay, you got 10 seconds left here.
Watch him standing in front of the net. Look where he's positioned.
Yep,
It's perfect.
yep.
It's absolutely perfect. Beautiful.
2-1.
Holy crap.
Full strength. So no, it wouldn't be a power play goal. Great tip though.
With yeah, right, Kyle. Like literally I'm watching.
But I mean,
coming out as he's coming out of the box.
I would count it though because the guy is coming out, right? Like it's still you're still on that 5-on-4. Though,
they
you know,
ain't gonna give it to him.
Wow.
Series for Stephen Nason, his 10th career playoff goal, and 10 minutes into this game, Kyle, it is 3-0 Devils.
So thank God Nemec shot that time and he didn't pass it.
Thank God.
Wow.
Stoffel, which Kyle, do you remember Stoffel? Good buddy of ours?
Yes.
Hurricanes man, yeah. He's definitely not happy. This is not the start.
I don't blame him. Yeah.
So if you missed it, so this is what you've missed. Devils have scored 3 goals.
Wow.
What's going on, Jared? Good to see you. You missed 3 goals. It was Mercer. No. Yes.
Son of a not worried.
Son of a not worried.
Sorry. It was Mercer to start.
Mercer.
It was Meyer.
Timo Meyer. And then just
Nason.
now, Stephen Nason. So 2 guys, because I put absolutely, Jared. I put Mercer at that level of your top guys that need to score. They have gotten 2 goals from 2. Yes, no, I'm lying again. They finally got a goal from someone other than Timo Meyer or Dawson Mercer or Nico Hischier or Jesper Bratt.
Yeah.
It was Stephen Nason, the former Canes.
That was
dominating this game.
That was his 10th career postseason goal.
And you know what's crazy, Kyle?
Wow.
About 5 years ago.
Okay.
Stephen Nason was just playing in the AHL, had no future at that point. Right? It looked like his career was done. Then he gets picked up by Toronto at the deadline in 2021. He
got picked up by Toronto?
Yeah, he got traded to Toronto. It was weird. He played 1 game, I think. And then he goes to Carolina.
Right.
And he finds the fountain of youth. He had several great years in Carolina. Love it. And now he's back with New Jersey. Again, this is the second time he's been with the Devils.
Yes. Yeah.
If you go back to 2017-18, which ironically, there are only 4 players. Kyle, here's a trivia question for the night. There are 4 players on the ice who were on the 17-18 New Jersey Devils that made the playoffs. Can you name the 4 guys? I just gave you 1.
Well, Nason, right?
Yes. Who else?
Bastian?
No. Good God, no.
You
got to think obvious ones.
Jack Hughes.
No. Jack Hughes.
I don't know. Are they all in the Devils or are they all in Carolina?
There's 3 on the Devils and 1 on Carolina.
Okay, well, Nason. Okay.
One that's currently playing for Carolina.
One that's currently for Carolina. Let me get back to you on that. Let me look. Let me look, and let me get back to. Let me look. I'm just gonna look at the teams. I need to see the names because I can't just think about it because my head's fried.
So Kochetkov has given up 3 goals on 8 shots already in this one. So if you're Carolina, again, it is still fairly early in this game, but you got to get the next goal. This is not good. And Jesper Bratt go flying.
How about who would it be? Would it be Tatar?
I swear to God, I just said his name, Kyle.
Well, no. So, sorry. So, 1 on New Jersey.
No, there's 3.
Right, you had Nason.
There are 3 guys on the Devils that were on that team, and there's one on Carolina currently, right now in this series, that was on that team.
Okay.
Who was the catalyst for that team, if you can remember?
For Carolina.
For
New
that's
Jersey.
on Carolina.
That's on Carolina. Who
He's
was
on
the
Carolina, and
catalyst?
he was a big factor for the Devils that season.
Wait, hold on.
Oh my.
I'm gonna get there. That's okay. It was hold on.
This is
I'm
driving
gonna
me
get
nuts.
it.
I
No,
feel
I'm
like
gonna
the
get
chat's
it.
gonna ruin it. Hold on. I just want to make sure the chat is not ruining it. All right, no one's
Is
ruining
he
it.
forward or defense?
He's a forward. All of them
Okay.
are forwards.
Okay, well, I don't know this crap.
All of them are forwards. And I'm okay.
I'm gonna get it. It's okay.
All right. It's gonna drive me nuts.
To be
This is
fair,
hurting.
Martin Nook's always been with Carolina, right?
No, Martinook is not. No.
Okay. So it's Martin Nook.
Okay, I'll give you a hint. Do you
Okay.
want a hint? I'll give you a hint.
Yes, I want to hit.
He was traded to the Hurricanes this year. This year. At some point this season.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Taylor
Who?
Hall.
Thank you. It took you
Jesus
long enough.
Christ.
That really was off. All right. So you've gotten 2. Who are the other 2 Devils players that are fairly obvious?
I don't know. Okay, hold on.
Think,
so we have Nation and we have Taylor
think
Hall.
goal scorers, Kyle.
Okay. I'm gonna think goal scorers here.
And no, it's not Cody Glass. Before you even think about it, it's not Cody
no,
Glass.
because Glass just got traded.
Correct.
Okay.
Oh,
And they're
boy.
playing tonight for New Jersey too,
Yes.
right?
They
Okay.
played their entire careers in New Jersey.
Jesper Bratt.
Thank you. And the other one?
Dawson Mercer.
Oh my God, no.
I don't know.
I'll give you a hint. His rookie year was the same as Jesper Bratt.
He's sure.
Thank you. We
Okay.
move on now.
That was stressful. I
How
didn't like
young
that.
do you think Brett and Heischer are?
No, I was just guessing names.
They're not that young.
I was just guessing names.
They're adults now.
I was being
drink.
yelled at the
Well, they can drink now legally in the United States. Come on.
I was being yelled at the entire time, and I didn't appreciate that.
Appreciate
Anderson was day to day, I think, Jared. Day-to-day.
Anderson is day to day with the infamous, and I say this because I like saying it this way, lower body injury, but we all probably know what it is. Now, by the way, did you see Rob Brindamore's presser today? It was great.
Yes, I did.
He
I
goes,
did see it,
it's
yes.
day to day. Can someone ask something else or something? It was so funny. I
Like,
love
we get it.
Brindamore. I love Rob Brindamore. There's nothing he can say or do that will upset me. I know he's the coach of the team the Devils are facing, but I love Rob Brindamore.
I know. I
For
like
his-
him too. I like him too.
Also,
good
we
coach.
have 8. We now have, with Mike Sullivan now no longer with Pittsburgh, we now have 8. Actually, 9. Excuse me. We have 9 coaching vacancies because Rick Tocchet is gone from Vancouver.
Could you believe if I told you Ryan Huska, okay, 1 year into his coaching career,
Gotta love
is
it.
now the 10th longest tenured NHL coach right now, like
Yeah.
currently 10th of the
Yeah.
current coaches.
Mm-hmm.
He's had 1 year.
Would I believe you? Are you asking me would I believe you if you told me that?
Yeah.
Somewhat.
Like crazy though,
I
like the
only
turnover.
say somewhat, Kyle, because like we've seen it. You know, the guys getting hired and fired like on a yearly basis just doesn't surprise any of us anymore.
Tocchet surprised me. Actually, no.
My brother, who's like now really, really gotten into hockey, like literally watched so much of the Stanley Cup playoffs. He was asking me today. He was like, "Bro, why is like a third of the NHL coaches getting fired?" I go, "In the NHL, you get hired to get fired.
Yeah.
In the
Somebody's gotta
NBA,
be a
you get a
scapegoat.
longer leeway. In the NBA, MLB, you could have a long leeway. NFL, 100%.
Yeah.
NHL, if you don't like do something impactful in 1 year, you might be gone.
That's the problem, right? Is there's not enough leeway, right? I don't get it. Like
There isn't.
I'm not surprised Tocchet. I'm actually not surprised both Sullivan and Tocchet are on the market though. That doesn't surprise me. Tocchet was sick and tired of it already.
Someone said to me today, do you think that Rick Tocchet would be an assistant coach? And I go, no, because he was an assistant at one point, but he's been in it. The problem is that there's so many open vacancies right now. So he's going to get some job. And
I could
I'm
see,
calling it right now.
Go ahead.
Pittsburgh. Mike.
For Tocchet?
Yeah.
I was thinking Rangers for Tocchet.
No, Mike Sullivan. It's too obvious.
You think Sullivan the Rangers?
Because
Really?
I'll tell you why. What makes it obvious is Mike Sullivan had already coached in New York. He's already been there. He was granted, he was an assistant under John Tortorella, like over a decade ago. But James Dolan wants the best. Like the best. He's going to throw money at Mike Sullivan.
Right.
So that's the way I look at it.
Okay. I can see. I think the Rangers are going to be big players either in Tocchet or Drury, Tocchet or Sullivan, regardless, right?
Who coaches in Seattle and why? I think it should be. This is my hot take. I think it should be Jessica Campbell.
I think there needs to be. I think there needs to be a bit more runway for that.
Okay.
Yeah, because she's been this is her first year as an assistant.
She was there. Yeah.
Yeah, give her. You need a bit more runway.
I'm gonna throw you a name. Now, granted, I don't know what his interest is at this point. He's kind of an old coach, but I think like Rick Bowness is going to coach Seattle next year.
Maybe you just can't have Dan Bilesman as your head coach.
Well, they fired him after 1 year because he sucked.
Yeah,
But then again, Ron Francis should have been fired for the albatross of a contract he signed with Chandler Stevenson. Brutal.
Yeah.
The Brandon Montour one has looked good. Granted, 1 year, but it actually worked out very well. But like not solving the goaltending until falling over yourself and luckily having Joey Decord.
Right.
Like that's how that's just luck in my opinion.
Do you think because we know just looking at the two teams here, we know Keefe, he's in his first year and he's done a pretty good job. I like to think he's done a good job here.
Considering what he doesn't have, yes.
Yeah, he's done a great job with it,
He's
right?
gotten fucked over so many times.
He did, and it's not his fault, right?
And he called out Tom Fitzgerald. I don't know if you saw the comments after game 4. He essentially called out Tom Fitzgerald and said, look, when you have the type of guys that we have in our bottom 6, it's really hard to get them to do something that they're not capable of doing. Yeah. Almost another goal for the Devils.
Right. Jeez. 10 shots in.
What a save. What a save by Jacob Markstrom.
I'd like to think Brenda Moore's on the hot seat come if they get out in the second round. Let's say they get through here, and if they get out in the second round, I think he's on the hot seat. I wouldn't be surprised.
If he becomes available, he's the number 1 target for any team, in my opinion. It's my opinion.
See, but with Brenda Moore,
I want a coach that has more energy than every player on his team.
But think about why it works, though, for Carolina here for Brenda Moore. Think about why it works for Martin St. Louis out in Montreal, right?
Ooh. You know what? He surprised me, Kyle. I did not think, I wasn't really a fan of it when it happened, but I'll give him credit, man. He's done a really good job and has become a really good coach.
You got to have, sometimes it's going to take these motivators. You know what I mean? That's all it's going to take sometimes. And I like St. Louis and Montreal. I thought that was good. I thought that was like peanut butter and jelly, that fit.
French Canadian boy coming home, coaching his probably childhood team. I think he's French Canadian.
Oui.
Isn't Vinny LeCavalier also part of the Habs organization in some capacity?
I believe you might not be wrong. I know he's a part of something, but he might be. I'll look it up later.
So Kyle, here's a fun story from today. It was great, by the way. So the NHL posted a thing saying who's your all-time favorite player to watch in the playoffs? All time. My answer was a very specific one that only Devils fans would get, and that is Ryan Carter in 2012.
Ryan
Carter, because in 2012 he had several of the most clutch goals in that run the Devils had to the Cup final against LA.
Wow.
Including the game winner against the Rangers in game 6 of that series. No, sorry, game 5 of that series in Madison Square Garden.
Wow.
And then who ended up shouting me out for that was Ryan Carter today on Twitter. So shout out Ryan Carter, who I actually had on the podcast a couple years ago.
I love that.
I love that man. That man is like the best. Like anybody who wears 20 after him, I look at it as like, you don't understand how lucky you are to wear that number.
You are lucky.
They had a great fourth line back in the day, Kyle. 2012. You had Ryan Carter, Steve Bernier.
Yeah.
And Steve Bernier and Steven Giunta.
Oh my God, not Giunta.
I met him in Newark train station, and he's now a scout for the Tampa Bay Lightning.
For Tampa?
Yeah, I know. Very random.
Very random.
But it's all about connections.
It 100%.
All about connections.
It's always goes back. I don't know what
Steve Bernier's doing anymore. I don't know. People have been telling me you got to get all three of them together on the podcast. And I'm like, that would be a great walking down memory lane. Love those guys.
You get all. Oh man,
they're called the Stevie GV line for a reason. That was their name.
To schedule that'd be hard, but that'd be sick.
Yeah, it'd be hard.
As a Flames fan, my favorite player to watch in the playoffs was Yuri Hudler back in 2014.
Holy moly! What
Yuri Hudler in 2014.
I thought you were going to say, what's the guy? He played for the Blues, defenseman. Did he not play for the Flames?
Defenseman. No, actually, I should. No.
No. Who am I thinking of?
Omister?
No. It starts with an M, I think. Why do I want to say McManus? That's not a hockey player. What is his name? He was a Hall of Fame defenseman. Played for the Blues.
Okay.
I think he also played for the Flames when he was younger. I think he won a cup in Calgary.
What, in 1989?
Yes.
Oh, Al McInnes.
Thank you. For some reason, I thought that's what you were going to say. I don't know why. But
I don't know.
Was he not he was a great player. He was a Hall of Famer.
The earliest memories I have.
Oh, what a play. Oh, what a play. Oh, what a play. Oh, my God. Oh, the puck is loose, and somehow the Canes didn't score. Oh, my God.
You got to get to the end of this first here. You got to get to the end of
Jacob Markstrom with an unreal save on Svechnikov.
You got to get to the end of the first
here. Also, we forgot to mention Andrei Svechnikov hat trick in game number 4 of this series.
That's right.
He has been in Jacob Markstrom's head all series long.
His quote was like, "My time is now," and I'm like, "Okay, buddy."
Like, buddy, you're 28.
Yeah,
if your time wasn't now, I'd have an issue.
I would have a problem with that. Yeah, okay, here 2-on-1 here, Svechnikov. Great save. Oh my God, what a save! Yeah.
You know what's crazy, Kyle? I looked at a picture of like prime Jordan Staal when he was still on the Penguins. Mm-hmm. Then I look at him now and I'm like, dude, how much weight did he put on? Like in like muscle. How much weight did he put on? Because this dude is like big. Huge now.
He's big.
He's a big boy. I think he's a Hall of Famer, by the way. I'd like to hope.
Here's a great question for you.
I don't think Mark Stahl is a Hall of Famer.
Here's a great question. Ready?
Go ahead. We have a minute left to go in the first period.
By the time it's all said and done,
yeah.
Who do you think you're going to look back on, and which set of brothers had the better career? Ooh. The Stahl brothers or the Hughes brothers?
Great question. I love this question. That's a great question, Kyle. Well done on that. The problem that I have, this is stupid because the problem is that the Stahl brothers, at least 2 of them, no longer play.
Right.
So like you can kind of look at their career and be like, and then you look at Jordan Stahl and he's still kicking ass. And he's the captain. He's kicking ass. Love it. Did Mark Stahl ever play for the Canes? I think he did.
Maybe
I could have sworn he did.
Maybe he did.
I wish that all 3 of them had played on the same team.
In order for it to be a true conversation, one of the Hughes brothers has
that's a penalty.
Who got it?
No. That wasn't a trip. Oh, Cody Glass. Oh. Cody Glass almost hit the thing. Oh, it would have been cinema.
Who would have had the penalty there?
The Devils definitely would have taken the penalty. I don't know why that wasn't a trip. That was a bad missed call. Oh God, another one. Again, nothing. Oh no, now they call it. Now
he was being a very bad boy.
But they call it interference. That wasn't interference. It was a trip.
I'm just trying to see.
And it was Cody Glass. No. What did Cody do? This is bull crap. He's definitely not going to be on the team.
Oh man, all Canes
what
fans
happened here? Oh, you know what happened? Okay. So yeah, I mean that's a penalty. I can't argue that. I can't argue that. That's a good call.
Glass is 12, right?
Glass is 12.
Okay, I got it.
That's not his
At least
age,
it's like
that's
right at
just
the end of
his
the
number.
period.
Well,
I
this is
don't know.
Kyle, this is what I mean. They just blew it on a more obvious trip about 15 seconds before that. And I think the refs knew that. And I think they decided to call something that was because they just wanted to like correct their own mistake. This is my thought.
I don't know about that one.
Because
That
I'm telling
seems
you
like
right now,
phantom.
every Hurricanes fan on social media is saying that the refs want the Devils to win, which is
Oh,
the
shut
funniest,
up.
most ironic thing I've ever heard, because I've never watched a game where I felt the Devils were helped out by the refs. I have never watched a Devils game in my life where I felt that was the case.
Oh,
What a
that's such
play.
a bullshit call. That's terrible. That's so
It
bad.
was bad.
He's
Well-
looking at the puck, and then all of a sudden, he's right there, and they got bumped into. That's awful. That's a bad call. That's a terrible
In the
call.
most shocking turn of events, the New Jersey Devils are up 3-0. Mark never did there was a fourth one? Who was the fourth one?
Eric, Mark, Jordan.
Tyler?
No, I want to say Liam.
Hold on. Stahl brothers.
I don't
There's
remember.
no
That was
way.
bull crap, though.
No,
That's
there's 3 of them. No,
Yeah.
wait. No, wait
Right?
a minute.
There might be a fourth, but I don't think you
I
ever
think
played
there's
in
a
the show.
fourth, but like didn't. Hold on.
You never really played in the show.
Oh, I'm looking. Where's this personal life nonsense? I'm in Wikipedia. I'm like, get me to my personal life.
God.
Where is it? Oh, this is awful.
Oh,
This is
Neil.
Wow.
It's 1-0 Ottawa, third period.
Well, since we're in intermission, I might flip over.
Oh, sorry, second period. My bad. I didn't see that right. Ooh, second period.
I was going to say that is a quick second period. What channel is that game on?
Well,
ESPN?
I have it on Sportsnet for me. Thomas Chabot scored for Ottawa, assisted by Brady Tkachuk.
Hey, Kyle, thoughts on the election? Too soon? Too soon? I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. That I shouldn't bring that up. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Like it was
Because I was on a podcast last night, and a good friend of mine, her name's Lauren. She lives in Ontario.
okay.
Like in the middle of our podcast, she's like, we're doing a trivia night. She's literally sitting there watching the election go on. Like she voted, came home, and just staring at it. So I didn't even know that was happening. And then I was also like, who are the candidates? And I picked mine based solely off name.
Who was it?
I don't remember. I couldn't tell you who it was. I actually couldn't tell. I'm sorry. I know it's bad. But yes, Thomas Chabot.
Yes, Chabot up one, puts the Sens up 1-0. That's
But-
crazy.
Let's quickly here just come back to our game. The Devils, Kyle, are up 3-0 after one period of play. Pretty much for the most part, the Devils dominated. They came out guns blazing, found a couple of bounces, scored off a turnover, and they almost scored on the power play, but there was no time left on it, which was annoying. But Kyle, this has to be nothing short of the most shocking first period, at least by the Devils in these playoffs, by far.
It's very surprising. None of us expected this. However, it's not over yet. Right? You
There's
got
still
Carolina coming
2
up on a power
periods
play
left
here,
to go,
man.
of course.
Yeah, of course.
I'd feel different if we were like, there's 10 minutes to go in the third period and it's still 3-0. That would
Right.
be more like, okay. But then again, look at what just happened to Tampa yesterday.
It's true. Well, they
That
only had a 1-goal lead, so you know.
It doesn't matter. They totally bottled it at the end.
They did, but
Bang, bang,
I'm not
bang.
saying they didn't. They bottled it, but it was only.
Is this the beginning of the? Or should we go to a break or should we just keep going?
Yeah, we can go to break. I'm good.
Well, if you want to.
Yeah, we can go to break. Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. We'll be back.
Jared Stahl. Wait, what?
Was he good? Was he bad?
No, Eric.
Did he play in the
Sorry.
NHL?
Oh yeah, Jared Stahl. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's right. No, I don't think he was. No, I don't think so.
Oh, that might be why. Devils are destroying them in fate. Wow.
Ooh.
That is actually the most shocking thing.
That's
about
that's
the
pretty
worst.
bad.
That's about as bad as I've seen the Hurricanes all year.
Wow.
That was bad. But
All right.
let's take a little break.
Okay.
We'll be right back, and we'll continue on here with our coverage of this game between the Devils and the Hurricanes.
Whether you're looking for courtside or upper deck, opening day or opening night, comedy or concerts. With Game Time Picks, we make buying tickets easy by serving up only the best deals on sports, music, and shows.
What time is it?
It's game time. Whether you're looking for courtside or upper deck, opening day or opening night, comedy or concerts. With Game Time Picks, we make buying tickets easy by serving up only the best deals on sports, music, and shows.
What time is it?
It's game time.
And hello, everybody. Back here. First intermission report of our game, Game 5 between the Devils and the Hurricanes. And again, in the most shocking, it is the road team, the New Jersey Devils, with a 3-0 lead after 20 minutes. Goals from Mercer, Timo Meier, and then Stefan Nason are the difference so far. I believe the Hurricanes will have a little over a minute on a power play to start the second period. But
Yep.
Kyle, your thoughts from both sides after the first 20 minutes of play?
I thought we said it best, like, what was that, 5 minutes in? Like, I thought Carolina looked really sloppy coming out of the gate here. Like, bad turnovers, not being, like, couldn't get out of their own zone, they can't get any momentum going for whatever reason. And it was just a bad start out of the gate. And I think that was probably one of the things that was going to be very important for Carolina going in. But, man, like, nobody expected New Jersey, and it's not like they've been out shooting them like crazy. It's only 13-9 are the shots here.
I thought it was like 9-6 at one point.
Yeah, but anyway, lucky bounces fortunately for the Devils, and man, you got to find a way to kill this penalty kill though coming into the beginning of the second here.
I agree, and you know that's my dad. That's my dad literally sitting in the other room watching the same game that we are. I'm from the future. Please don't. That's why. I mean, look, if you're a Canes fan, okay, I could see why you would do that to me. But if you're not, it's just so mean. Anyway,
is it?
It's banter. I don't care. It's friendly banter. By the way, in case anybody wants to know, good friends over at Hockey Jerseys, $85 autograph Will Smith jersey going out.
Is it one?
So just one.
Oh, okay.
So like I sent you the Dustin Wolf one. It's just one. Which I don't know how they do it. I think it's like, I actually don't know. I've never bought it.
I don't
know how this works.
I have a hot take here.
Hit it.
I don't prefer jerseys with names on the back unless
It's a Hall of
they
Famer
are a Hall of Famer, right? And they're
or retired player.
retired Hall of Famer or they've been with the organization for like 15 years. You
Love
know what I
that.
mean?
Love that.
I
How many
I
jerseys? So what jerseys do you have?
well, I got Team North America one here, Gaudreau,
Yeah,
and
I
I
know.
was
That's great.
super happy
Great
with that
one.
one. I got a regular Flames jersey. I have
Is it blank? I've seen it. Is it blank?
it is blank. I also have the old Flames jersey too. I have a Guelph Storm Robbie Fabry jersey that I'm a huge
See,
fan of.
that totally counts. That totally counts.
No, I know
'Cause
it
that's
counts, but that's
no, 'cause
also
that's junior
Ontario hockey.
hockey, but it's even better.
I love junior hockey, man.
I want the one I'm looking for, and if somebody can find it for me, I'll love you to death, is a Nico Hischier Halifax Moosehead jersey. Would be actually stupidly awesome.
You should get a an OHL jersey.
Would it be messed up if I went and got like a Mitch Marner London Knights one? I feel like that's like a basic one that a lot of
Well,
people
I thought
have.
were you not with the 67s? Were you not on Ottawa
I
67s?
haven't I can't figure it out because now, Kyle, nobody on the Devils has ever played. All of the guys that were Ottawa 67 players are like gone.
Right.
I'm the freaking future. Game
I'll look at it.
Oh my
I'll look it up. I'll see who's on
help me
the
out here. I don't even know. But
let's
trying
see.
to,
I'm gonna look it up.
another team that I was interested in maybe being a fan of was the North Bay Battalion, which I thought was cool. Sounded cool. But I heard they suck also.
No, they had a good year last year. They were in the Eastern Conference Final last year.
Somebody said you should pick the Erie Otters because they're the technically closest team to me.
Yeah, you could pick Erie. Yeah, you could go
Because
Erie. I
that's
could see
Erie,
that.
Pennsylvania, right?
Yes, it
Is
is.
that yeah? I like
Yeah, it
someone
is.
told me no, it's Erie, Ontario. I'm like that. I've never
No,
heard of that in my
no.
life.
There's Lake Erie, but Erie is in
Well,
Pennsylvania.
and then everyone's like, "Oh, we're gonna get a Connor McDavid Erie Otters jersey." I'm like, "No,
No,
I'm gonna get a Dylan Strome one." And the hell with you.
I'm
Or is it
trying to
Ryan Strome? I
see
forgot which one it was.
like if there was any ones that are like notable that went to if they say oh, they don't even say either. This is gonna
You know what
bother
I
me.
actually wanted to try to find?
What's that?
I'll give you a random one. A like whatever European team that like Austin Matthews played for.
Oh my
You
god.
know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. You ever watched, by the way, you ever watched Champions League? Not the soccer.
Oh, you could do well, sorry, he's not on the Devils anymore. Sorry. Nico
Who?
Dawes.
No,
No, Nico Dawes is still a Devil,
no,
isn't he?
no, no, no. I can still do Dawes. Yeah,
Daw-
yeah, yeah.
Dawes was a Guelph Storm.
Guelph Storm.
Yeah.
Very good at the Guelph Storm, I might
He had
add.
a great career in Guelph. He had a really good career in Guelph.
When he got drafted, he was the number one rated North American goaltender in that draft in 2020. I think it was 2020.
I think so. Chase Stillman for the Devils.
First of all, fuck that guy. Secondly, I'm saying because he sucked. He did suck. But no, he got traded in the Cody Glass trade.
Oh, he got dealt. And then the only one I'm just trying to see like
I
opening
know.
roster featuring OHL stars, blah blah blah. Nate Bastian was OHL.
He might be under investigation. Let's move on.
Let's
Move
see.
on, please.
What
He
else
also
here?
sucks.
Paul Cotter,
Where'd he play?
London. Paul Cotter, London. Dougie Hamilton, Niagara. Curtis McDermott, Owen
Dougie?
Sound.
Wait,
Dougie was Niagara, and then
Dougie-
Nation was.
Hmm.
Go ahead, and then Stefan Nation. They don't play in the
Mason.
OHL anymore, but if you could find this jersey, he played for the Plymouth Whalers.
Oh, Plymouth Whalers don't exist anymore?
No, that was like 10 years ago. They're gone.
Because
Oh
I
yeah.
remember playing like NHL 14 and I remember discovering said Plymouth Whalers. And I'm like, this is a great name, by the way.
I'm such a sicko. I love playing junior hockey on like NHL 25.
Now, I flipped over while we have some time here. I flipped over to the Sens Leafs game. So I think I've told you this, but are
Okay.
you aware that Anthony Stolarz is born and raised in the town next to mine?
You told me this.
Yes, he's a Jersey
I
kid.
think you told
Hey,
me. Yeah.
Monmouth County. So, like in
Nice.
the most effed up way possible, if the Leafs were to like, do the thing, finally, I would be happy about it because that means the cup is coming to New Jersey.
That'd be crazy.
Well, I got to see it when Trevor Van Riemsdyk came over when he was with the Blackhawks,
Right.
which, by the
Right.
way, is now 10 years ago, Kyle, if you can believe that.
That's why 10 years. That's crazy.
What's your favorite jersey that you have? Favorite jersey?
Let me look. 1 sec. I'm gonna go to my closet.
Give me 10.
Yeah, no.
Everyone on Devil's Twitter is like, "What is this team, and what have they done with the team we saw on?"
So what's funny is I have so many jerseys in a bin. Not a lot, but a good chunk. Okay,
Love it.
but I found them through thrifting.
Which, by the way, you never know what you could find in thrifting. It's
Never
actually
know.
insane.
But this
what you could
is
find.
my all-time favorite, and every time that these guys come, whatever, play up in the OH, I go watch. But this is my Guelph Storm, Robbie Fabry.
That's such a good jersey.
That
looks really nice.
It's my favorite jersey of all time. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I have
Yeah,
a bin I'm going to pull out too, but
I forgot. Are you a Guelph Storm fan? Is that your
oh,
team?
I'm a lifelong Guelph Storm fan.
So you
yeah.
did watch Nico Dawes.
Yep,
So
I
you
watched
did.
Dawes. Yep.
Nice. He actually has dual citizenship.
Oh yeah.
You know that?
Dawes was he was phenomenal because he played. I think he played in the Memorial Cup. Yeah. You know what? So this was at a time. This was crazy. This was at a time when Guelph, they were a 4 seed going into the playoffs, right?
Okay.
And Nico Dawes was the starting goaltender.
Mm-hmm.
Guelph, I believe, Guelph was down in 3 straight series. Okay, second round onward to the OHL.
In the Memorial Cup or in the OHL playoffs?
So OHL playoffs, right? Whoever's the host, you're already in, but you have to win your respective OHL, WHL.
That's lame.
That's awesome. I love it.
So wait, so you're okay with the host team automatically being? I find that lame.
Yeah, I'm okay with it I'm okay because if the host team sucks, they have to go up against the 3 champions.
That's true,
right? And it gives the host anyway. So in the Western Conference semis, finals, and then the OHL final.
Yep.
The Storm were down respectively 3-0, 3-1, and then 2-0.
Holy crap!
And came back in all 3 and won the OHL title.
Really? Wow.
It was sensational. I've never seen. They beat.
Is that your all-time favorite hockey moment?
I saw the Guelph Storm win the OHL championship in 2014 in Guelph. That was my favorite moment of all time.
Mm-hmm.
The celebration. Well, so they were down 3-2 with a minute left, and they scored 2 goals to win it.
Oh, okay.
And the place just went, and it's a small arena, and it sat like 3,000 people, but it went bonkers. It was crazy. Yeah, it was honestly my favorite moment of all time.
That's cool. I like that. That's a great story. I'm trying to think of do I have anything?
Junior hockey, man. That's where it's at.
It's tough.
Junior hockey's where it's at, man.
Ooh, here's something interesting.
Hey, Becca.
Hi, Becca. Good to see you. Becca's a really good friend of mine. Huge Devils fan. Also huge WWE. Huge WWE fan. Just want to.
I also got to ask a question after, but go ahead.
Yeah, I believe in Joe Hendry. By the way, Becca, I really do actually believe in Joe Hendry. After watching WrestleMania, I firmly believe in him. Walt Ruff, who covers the Hurricanes, I don't know. I think he works for the team. I think he's a team reporter. He posted this video of Jordan Staal talking after the first intermission. He goes, Jordan Staal says, "We thought it was going to be easy. They came out at a playoff level, and we did not." And that's basically what he said, and then walked away after talking. Yeah, he's pissed off. He's very upset, very angry. I mean, he's not wrong. That's exactly that's what we were talking about, right? I know he's on NXT tonight. Obviously, I watch his playoffs.
So, we? I used to watch WWE a lot, right? When I was younger. Mm-hmm. Do we like the Cena heel turn?
Can I answer a text and I'll give you my answer? Just give me one.
I'm curious what Becca thinks of it too. I just want to know what people think about it.
So here's my thing.
What's going on, Connor?
here's my thing. Good evening, Connor. Thanks for hanging out with us as always. By the way, the second period started.
I'll let Neil. Okay, yeah.
Second period started. I'll be quick with this. I will say this. I think it's good. I think it's good for WWE to like have somebody who was like the quote unquote baby face
Okay.
turn heel, because I think a lot of people didn't think that John Cena would ever do that. Like in his career, they never thought it
Right.
would be like a villain. So now that he's done that, I think it will take WWE to like another level, because like when he turned heel, that was the most watched video of 2025 on social media.
Really?
Him turning heel. Yes. It was insane.
Wow.
It was that crazy.
Wow.
Because it's also John Cena's quote unquote last year. He's not doing it after a while. So
Wow.
exactly.
He's also kind of like spitting facts a little bit too.
Who's Cena? Yeah.
I think he is.
What he said wasn't wrong.
No, I don't think he's wrong.
I think he turned into a puppet for like fans.
Maybe.
I blame
They made Rhodes look like an amateur.
but
Anyway.
Cody Rhodes personally for me is my favorite WWE wrestler personally. I very much like Cody Rhodes. I also love his intro.
Yeah, I like the
intro
song.
is sick.
Good song.
The American Nightmare, great name. Like it goes off.
I'm an Orton guy through and through, though.
You're who? Oh, you're Randy Orton.
Yeah, I'm a Randy Orton guy.
I love Randy Orton. Did you see Randy Orton?
Yeah.
RKO Cena a couple days after WrestleMania. It was awesome.
I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go.
What you get for doing me for granting 600
Make-A-Wishes. Oh God. Oh God. So now, all right. Now we'll give Becca a chance to answer.
Yeah, we'll let her get in now. Okay.
Connor answered.
We have started the second period, right?
We're doing a hockey game, guys. I know this isn't my usual, like what I do is, on a rebound and they score.
Oh,
it was a great save, but then Markstrom, he couldn't find it, and then it was tapped in. And so the Canes are on the board here early in this second period. I think it's going to be Stankoven that gets the goal.
I'll let you know.
Guess.
Yeah, it might be. Seeing heel turn, agree with Neil and say Cody was one of my favorites. Is definitely okay. All right, continue to next.
Continue to next comment. I actually appreciate the hero. Continue to next comment.
I love that.
Great cross crease feed. Markstrom trying to go from his left to his right, got a piece of it, but it slowly trickled under his pads and in. I thought Taylor Hall knocked it in.
He just got a piece of it. Okay.
So Kyle. I know the answer to this. Is my opinion. I think he should have stopped that shot. Do you think he should have stopped it, or do you think it's a tough position to be in that moment?
I was gonna say I don't look at it that way. I look at it like you can't leave them live. You got two guys, like you got to find a way to break up that pass. So you got Pesci here. Well, Pesci almost had it, but and Markstrom again. It's a lucky bounce. He did have a pad on it. It just went the wrong way.
Yes,
that's all. Yeah.
So. I mean, look, that's exactly how you want to start. It wasn't a power play goal. Power play did expire well before that.
Yep.
But now, Paul Cotter with an opportunity, and Cotter almost scored.
Things are getting interesting.
Well, now, I mean, if you're New Jersey, right, to say that you need the next goal is like an understatement, in my opinion, because you can't
need it.
If you can go back up 4-1, right? I feel like that kind of really, really knocks the wind out of the sails of Carolina, because it's like, oh crap, like we're back. The hill is harder to climb, but like that's what it is. Ooh, hand pass here.
It's funny how
from a fan perspective, I'm absolutely amazed how funny it was. The fans, it was funny.
It's so true, though. It's absolutely true.
Yeah, and
it's totally true.
But I think the belief is also with like the Cody Rhodes arc is that they want him to have that same journey that he had when he first won the world title, where he is he's at his lowest point because he lost the title and now he has to work his way up again. Because I think that WWE, the company, I think they really, really love Cody Rhodes and what he brings to the table all the time.
It's all about the our Wyatt.
I loved every time that the John Cena intro would come up. You just hear the whole crowd just going, "John Cena sucks." I thought that was so funny.
What's with this? Give us our Wyatt stick.
Give us our Wyatt stick. What?
I don't get it.
I actually don't get it either.
Might need an explanation.
Do a Rangers.
Carolina could do a Rangers. Oh God.
Oh God. Wait, 2 seasons ago.
We said it though coming out in the second here, Neil, man.
With 2-0 series lead, yeah.
We said it though coming out in the second. They can't find a way to give up that goal there right at the end of the power play, and they did.
You know what's crazy, Kyle? If you believe me, I don't know if you believe me if I would tell you this. The Devils actually are outscoring the Canes 5-on-5.
Interesting.
9-7. 9-7, 5-on-5.
See, that's what I mean. They're just giving them these stupid power plays. Well, okay, the
No,
penalty was stupid
sorry,
itself.
Becca, to upset you, but like I'm not that like I don't watch every WWE like match that happens. So you can call me like a what do they call it? What do they call you like when you only watch?
You're a coward.
No, it's like when people only watch the Super Bowl and could give 2 rats, you know what, about the football the rest of the year.
Right.
I don't know. I don't want to say front runner. That's not what I'm trying to say. It's like I don't know. I don't know what the word is. It's like I don't watch. Oh, I'm a casual. There you go. That's what I was. There it is.
I'm a casual.
I am. I mean, I'm not going to deny it. I'm not going to pretend like I know.
Yeah. No, I get it.
But like, I do know Cody Rhodes.
That's very true.
And John. I mean, I know a lot of the wrestlers anyway. I know like a lot of them from watching clip. Like I watch old clips of Stone Cold Steve Austin just absolutely destroying.
I love Stone Cold. I love him.
Oh no! It is now 3-2. Oh boy!
Crap. I kind of felt like this was coming. I don't know why.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Basically, it reminds me so much of Game 2 in the fact that like, not that the Devils like are taking their foot off the gas or thinking that it's going to be easy, but that the Devils just have not been able to respond to these surges. No pun intended. These surges that the Kings have. And again, a turnaround shot by Blake. Markstrom should have had that.
I'm really from the future, not kidding.
Yeah, well, you're looking like a prophet right now.
Oh my God, Neil.
This would probably be the saddest way to go out if the Devils were to blow a 3-0 lead in this game. So now it's 3-2, and we're only 4 minutes into the second period. So, and Sheldon Keefe, give him credit. He calls a timeout here, settling them down because right now they are on the fucking ropes.
That is probably the understatement of the year, Mr. Neil.
Well, their season is on the line, man. To put it obvious, right? I'm not shocked. You know, I'm not shocked that this is happening because the way the series has gone and like.
No, I agree.
20-minute penalty kill.
I agree. It's. You can't.
Nason is hot. Nason is on the bench. He is hot right now.
I'm not like
Nason. Look, Nason. You would think, right? You would think, Kyle, that like with having this many former Canes, you would think that they would have some idea as to how they play against this team. It doesn't feel like it. It doesn't feel like they know what's coming or they know how to stop it.
Right.
As soon as we start talking, it's facts. We got to stop talking about WWE. Stop. Devil's offense nowhere to be found. I mean, okay. All right. Again, they have already scored 3 times. But I get what you're saying. Palat. Ooh, good save. All right.
You're not a diehard.
Oh, God. Devils coming. Wow. We're right at the timeout. Trying to put some pressure on Brian Dumoulin. Oh, that's a rebound. Ooh, that puck is bouncing. Ooh, Timo Meyer.
Sorry,
this is my non-broadcasting voice. This is ooh. It's the typical hockey fan that's like like just making.
I think there's a commercial for that too, or something, right? Where it's like I think it's was it Jamie Foxx in the betting one? It's like for all the ohs and all the ahs.
Yeah, right, and the ohs. Yeah,
yes.
I know
some
exactly.
Betting commercial. Like I can't remember which one it was. Yeah.
I wouldn't. I gotta be honest with you. Like this, I don't know if it sounds negative or not, but like it wouldn't surprise me if the Canes tie it before the end of this period. I mean, granted, we got 14 plus minutes to go.
Yeah,
it's already 3-2.
Oh boy,
it wouldn't surprise me. Is what I'm trying to say.
No, I know. It's not
4-on-2 for the Canes. This is not going to end well. Oh no, it did end well because Svechnikov fanned on it.
So what's the level of worry now on a scale of 1 to 10?
On a scale of 1 to what? 10?
Yeah. What's the
20?
worry?
20? Okay. Well, it's just because it's one of those things, Kyle, where like you can kind of see it unraveling and you just know, like as a fan, there is not a damn thing you can do. And they tied it.
No.
Yep.
Oh,
Got shut off
no.
through traffic, and the Devils have officially blown a 3-0 lead within 6 minutes. And we are tied here in game 5. Why did I blink there?
What?
Yep. This is how they're going to go out.
Oh, my God. Are you
This is
kidding
how they're going to
me?
go out, Kyle. They are going to be down probably 5-3 by the end of this period. They
It's
have.
like,
It's not a surprise. I'm not.
I know it's not a surprise.
I'm just not shocked.
I'm shocked.
I mean, yeah, no, you're not. If
My
you don't
God,
watch these
guys.
teams on a daily basis, you're gonna be more shocked. But when you've been seeing it, it's just like I don't know. It just kind of feels like
Bro.
that. I feel like the Devils threw everything at Carolina in the first period, and it feels like that they have nothing left. It feels like that they have nothing left, and it's
But
just
you shouldn't, though.
they're so.
Right? You shouldn't. It's the start of the second period, for God's
I know,
sakes.
I know.
I was thinking that too, actually. Whatever Brendamore said clearly worked.
Oh, for sure.
Right?
But it's
Kyle
also,
Whitlock.
again, let's remember,
Not
it was 3-0 after the first period. It wasn't like it was 3-0 with 5 minutes to go, in the game. That's what I mean.
Jesus.
I have seen the Devils do this, unfortunately, a few too many times over the last couple of years. So it's just really hard. It's really hard to see it coming and know it's going to happen and then be right about it,
I guess. But still.
That's a penalty.
Man.
Not a trip. What is with these refs tonight? Like,
Okay, so
nothing
the worry
is a
level
trip.
is now all the way up.
I mean, at this point, I'm not even worried. At this point, I'm almost just numb because I've
Take me
seen
away.
I've seen this. I mean, they gave it away. It's tied. So,
Wow.
and now the Devils are just not even really putting on any pressure. It's just like they look overwhelmed again.
Well, now it's like it's in their heads now, right? Like it was 3 goals in 5 minutes, basically.
Yep.
Yeah, they're pretty, and I mean, Connor says it here too. Like they're running on.
I think NJ are running on empty. I can't really argue that. My screen just went black and white. That's impressive.
It's a sign.
That's a fucking sign. Oh, that's really
sign.
sad. And they scored! Nico Hischier and the Devils are back in front. Wow.
Is this game?
I hope this stays black and white the rest of this game.
What is happening?
Kyle, I want to turn my screen and show you because it's so funny.
Oh,
Wait,
it's okay. Becca's did too,
Hold on.
apparently.
Hold on. Look at this. It's black and white all of a sudden.
Back in 1992.
No, it's like it's like that song, Kyle. It's like, "Hello, darkness, my old friend." What a pass from Paul Cotter to Nico Hischier.
Rips it too. Wow.
So the Devils are going to score 3 in a row again. It's going to be 6-3 at some point. Is that what's going to happen?
This is a barn burner, man. This is ridiculous.
This is awesome. You know what this reminds me of? Every single game between the Kings and Oilers. Oh crap! It went back. Oh crap! It went back to color. No, flip it back. Flip it back. It was going well.
Just need 17. Yeah, this is so true. Actually,
sick. Just need. Oh, that's my friend Erica. Sick.
Hello.
Just need 17 more Devils goals to be safe. Yeah, it's at that. Yes, you need like 10, at least 10.
Wow. This is bananas. That's Hischier's 6th career postseason goal, 4th this series.
Yeah, he didn't really have a lot in his first 2 years playing in the playoffs. So
not really.
He's growing. He's growing. He's great to save. How's the other game going, by the way?
1-0 end of the second there for Ottawa still.
If it ends 1-0, Kyle, that'd be so funny.
I can't. Oh my God! If they get shut out, no, I can't. Right? It can't.
It's not gonna happen. No way.
Make sure to subscribe.
Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. But wow. Also, we have 47 people right now. What's up, everybody? Thanks for hanging out with us.
We're cooking.
Go mention that series. You don't want to know what my thoughts are on that brat Evan Bouchard.
Don't want to know. Do not want to know.
What is
Do
Connor's
not wanna know.
thoughts? Wait, correct me if I'm
Oh,
wrong. Connor's a Nucks fan.
he is.
So why don't we ask him the question, Connor? Your
Connor.
thoughts?
Yeah, we don't even
on
need to ask the
Rick
question. Here.
Tocchet going out the door as head coach of the Vancouver Canucks. Stoffel says, "Hell yeah, dude!" Even though the Canes are back to losing, look how excited Stoffel still is. He's like, "Hell yeah, this is game 5."
This is playoff hockey, man. Like this is the
Stoffel
way
is
it's
like-
supposed to be, right?
Stoffel might be like the nicest Canes fan I've ever interacted with, because even when they lost, like when they lost game 3 and we were on here, he was not even like, he wasn't like mad about it. He was like, "Yo, that was a great game.
It was.
It was
Yeah.
awesome."
Yeah. Well, we know other people that are nice sometimes.
Can we talk to Connor about that Lindholm trade again? See how that comes. see where that goes.
Well, we can talk about it. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
No, that's
So,
okay. It's not.
look
It's
at-
not.
By
Not.
the
Flames.
way, I have returned with my mini. Oh yeah, right.
I like that. That's cool.
That's great. Kyle, look at the save percentage of both goaltenders right now.
Awful.
Oh,
Absolutely terrible.
just Thank God we don't. Fantasy hockey doesn't count in the playoffs because teams would be screwed.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I wouldn't pick Connor Hellebuyck.
Zillarex is back.
Zillarex is back. What's going on, my friend? Oh, Nico Hischier back into the zone. What a goal by
What a
Nico
game.
Hischier, by the way. That was like top shelf. Ooh, almost a rebound chance. So Kane's looking a little
For
combined.
Cotter. I don't know how Cotter found Hischier there though.
It's
on that
called.
goal.
I guarantee you, he did not know he was there. I guarantee you, he just threw it in front and hoped that somebody was there. I have no doubts in my mind.
He thinks Tocchet had a falling out there with JR and Alvin, to be honest. Not that surprised. And I'm not surprised either, but I am surprised that maybe it was a falling out with Alvin.
Yeah.
Actually, from the stupid comments that he made, that maybe kind of
That's true. By the way, Cotter and Stefan Nason get assists on that Hischier goal, by the way. So, Kane's coming back the other way. Oh, that's a lot of space. Oh, Sebastian. Oh, what a chance.
You know what? Takes a strong man to admit when he's wrong, Neil. It does. So I'm not
You were
gonna
right about what? Wait, what are you right about?
maybe about the Lindholm trade. I'm assuming. I think that's what you meant.
Oh, so
Takes
a
a
year
strong.
later,
Takes
Connor,
a strong. Listen. Takes a strong man to admit when he's
I don't
wrong.
think it's strong, man.
And
By the way, Markstrom
I'm
just
wrong
got
too. Don't get me
40
wrong.
years
Don't
Yeah.
get me wrong.
Yep.
But to end this,
Mhm.
not only was I right about Lindholm, but I was right about the Canucks all the way back since the playoffs. They are
That's true.
frauds.
I think you said that
Period.
back in last November.
Something like that.
I love how Connor said he didn't want to admit it. That's not.
Oh
a
yeah,
trick.
so that's what we were right.
There's no
they,
shot.
They were frauds. And you
they
want,
actually
but
called
to be
it.
fair,
Bastards.
the reason why I'm calling them
I
frauds.
didn't call you. Whoa.
No, I did.
I was
yeah.
going to say I didn't say anything.
No, I did. I called them frauds because it felt eerily similar to Calgary when they won the conference back in, what was that, 2019. It felt similar. That's why I knew it was coming.
Oh boy,
and it came.
here we go.
Okay.
A very soft tripping call.
So Stoffel's heading out, Erica's heading out, everybody's heading out.
There was going to need to dip because Neil's feet is ahead of mine.
Neil's feet is ahead of mine.
It drives everybody insane.
See, he's like 2 minutes ahead of mine too.
I'm sorry. What do you want me to do? I'm sorry.
I guess you can't pause it. True. That's funny.
Hurricanes on the power play. Tripping call against
God.
Tomas Tatar. It was like it didn't feel like a lot. But
Have fun with the snacks. Can't wait to see you in the third there, Rebecca. Sorry.
Have fun. Yeah, I know. It needs to go back to black and white. We need to flip this back. That was actually so funny. That was so funny that we were saying like, oh, flip to black and white. You were like, oh, what a sign. What a sign. And then they scored. It wasn't even that like they gave it up.
Yeah, I know.
Wait, what were the shots on goal?
Oh, sorry.
What was that? Oh, I thought it said 12-8. I was like, no shot.
Well, it's still low scoring though, considering what it is.
Oh yeah. No, they don't.
Hurricanes playing boring hockey.
They're not the Islanders. Oh, what a save from Markstrom. Oh, my
Third.
God. He got it with the shoulder. I don't know how he
Not
stopped that.
Calgary either.
Right in the slot.
Aw, you were there for him when he couldn't watch the game, Neil. That's so sweet.
When I couldn't watch the game, you were there. Aw. Thanks, Stelful. Appreciate the comments, man.
That's so nice.
1 minute to go on the power play.
You getting blamed for being
that's
too
another.
quick.
That's obvious. No, not Holla. Well, now the Devils are going to a 5-on-3. This is just getting better.
Well, we got a 4-4 hockey game.
Yep. If they don't score, Kyle,
With
dot, dot,
about a minute, was it about a minute left here in the power play?
55 seconds to go on the first power play. So they'll have 55 seconds on the 5-on-3.
Okay.
And then they'll do. Why is there a Ranger fan sitting ice level? Like, why?
Oh, I can see him. I know what you're talking about. I can see him.
Why? You don't need to be there. No one likes you.
No one does.
Timeout here. Wow. Interesting. A timeout here by the Canes, setting up that power play.
They probably want to set something up here.
It'll be really funny. 5-on-3 shorthanded goal. We're all mental. But Andrew B, what's going on, man? Good to see you as always.
That
So
wouldn't surprise me.
I don't know how the Devils are going to kill this off.
You got a minute 5-on-3. Good luck.
Yeah. Oh, and they didn't win the face-off. And no, the ref blew it dead. Yo, you.
Boo.
I'm not kidding, Kyle. Goss Despair is standing there, ready for the 1T.
He's like, just
And
do
the
it. I
ref
want you
blows
to
the
do it.
whistle. I was
He's
like,
like,
oh,
He's like, I want you to do it.
do it again.
The refs are being dumb.
Yeah, I know. Of course, as soon as I leave. And refs are not being dumb. The Devils are being dumb themselves. They're doing dumb stuff.
They're being stupid.
It'll be great is if, like, the Devils score another goal and they only get outscored in this period 3-2. That would look less awful.
That would
there
be-
you go. Oh, what a sit. Never mind.
What?
All right. I like how my dad is yelling, like, get it out and don't just stand there. And I'm like, it's a 5-on-3. It's a little bit
They're
hard.
trying.
It's a little bit harder when it's 5-on-3. It's going to be 5-4. Thanks for you got to be a Canes fan, right? Like, I'm wondering what a save.
Confidence
Oh,
there.
scramble in the crease. Oh, Canes get it back. What a save from Markstrom with a couple of good saves. He's trying.
The only reason they're still in this.
He's the best defenseman they have on the ice right now.
I was just going to say that.
Goss Despair, why did you fake that? Jarvis with space. What a feed and tie game. Nice feed from Jarvis to Sebastian Aho, and we are tied yet again. And the Canes are still on the power play here. And yeah, so there you go.
How much time left on the power play?
Or did it expire? No, Hall is still in the box. I got to check again. Hold on. Give me a sec. It doesn't say on mine how much time's left, but like,
Oh, okay.
I can't even, again, nothing that the Devils have done in this period except score another goal have surprised me. I mean, they've simply just fallen apart. What a pass. Sharp angle shot
goals.
from Aho. Just a great goal. Nothing you could do about it. There's still a minute 15 on this Canes power play. I mean,
Yeah. Neil assumed Kelly Sutherland was a liked ref on his last stream. I don't think any ref is liked these days. That's true.
I still think he's not a bad ref, personally.
Wow. Minute 10 left on the
Minute 10
power
left.
play, by the way.
If it's not 5-4 after this, I will be surprised.
What's more surprising, Neil? The fact that the Devils scored 3 in the first to go up 3-0, or they've let 4 goals.
The fact that they scored 4 goals and yet they're not winning this game. That's the surprise. Because you had just, and I'm not knocking on you for saying this because it's true. But like you said, you need to score at least 3 goals. They've scored 4.
Yeah, and I didn't even know that would happen, right?
Well, no. How could you know? How could you know? Right?
You would have no idea.
No. Now look, if this was back and forth, like if it's like, oh, Devil score, and then Canes, it was just back and forth.
It's
Again,
ping pong.
Mike saying Carolina needs to win. I mean, look, you have the Devils on the ropes for sure.
Yeah, you can't go back.
I don't think you could go back. I mean, do I think that Carolina can win another game in New Jersey? Yes. I'm not saying it's not impossible because they've already done it.
Yeah.
But if you do all this, right, you come back from down 3-0 in this game and you still lose, That's not good.
No. This is
Aho got
bananas.
the goal that tied it, his second of the playoffs. Gostisbehere and Seth Jarvis with assists. We have a tie game at 4 with 6:57 to go in this crazy second period.
Yuppers. I do. I certainly do.
So yeah, I mean,
Yep.
look, it doesn't.
Oh, a
have,
Swiss guy. Love that. Sorry.
Oh, nice. Well, there you go.
Hey, all right.
Still
We
rooting for
love
Carolina though.
We
Fair
love
enough.
Swiss. We love
Hey,
that.
2 of the 3 Swiss-born players for New Jersey have scored a goal today. Timo Meyer, Nico Hischier. Jonas Siegenthaler is the other one.
I don't think this was on our bingo card tonight, Neil.
No. One though.
Well, so looking back, Liam had it at 3-1.
Liam's already
Right.
wrong. I'm wrong.
I'm
You're
wrong. I think
We're
everybody
all
else
just-
is probably wrong too.
Nobody else. Yeah.
We're
no
all
one-
losers.
We all just suck. I just
We're all
like,
losers in this.
but like, I can't, like I said before, for anybody, like, okay, if you're like a Devils fan, like, obviously you get what I'm going to say. But if you're not, then you're going to be surprised when I say this. This kind of hockey happens more from the Devils more often than you think. It
Right.
happens a lot. They blow leads because their system is very bad. Their system is based a lot on defensive hockey, which is which is stupid because they've given up 4 goals in this second period. But, you know, Devils losers blowing the lead twice. Do you call it blowing a lead when it was 4-3? I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, so they've blown it twice. So it's
6-5 overtime. No, you know what? You're too late to the party for that. No,
Connor's
you
too
can't.
late. You can't predict anything. And he's going to be wrong.
No, you guys are. For anybody who wants to
it's gonna be like
predict, you're way
7-5.
The only thing we can predict is if it goes to overtime and we have to pick the winners, like who gets the overtime winner. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks. No problem. But yeah, I mean,
This is crazy.
it is crazy. And like, I can't even sit here and tell you, Kyle, in the second period. In the first period, I could say it, but in the second period, I couldn't sit here and tell you like, oh yeah, they're doing everything they can. No.
Yeah.
In the first period, they did. In the first period, they were like, balls to the walls. We're gonna throw everything at the net, and it's going in.
Right.
Second period, I don't want to say that the Devils like fell back defensively. I just think it's that classic case of the Canes pressure. The Devils just can't match it. They can't match it when the forecheck is going and everything. I do not. I have this.
So, what was I going to say here?
Something good.
I hope so.
It was probably something good.
There was definitely a feeling going into the second period being up 3-0, and I still felt like this doesn't feel right. Something's wrong here. Like you felt like something was going to happen. You kind of knew, and that's why there wasn't a surprise. I'm not surprised.
That's why I wasn't like I'm surprised. Yes, like 100%. Am I surprised by this? Like what has happened in the second period? No, unfortunately, that's the sad part is that if you've watched the Devils long enough, you know that this has happened before where the Devils just completely collapse. And like, it's like, oh, it's either like the goaltending implodes or the defense as a whole just gets absolutely walked. And like, I think you can make a fair argument that maybe it wouldn't have happened in that quick of a moment if the Devils were at full strength on the back end. Because you have 3 of your top defensemen not playing, and now it might be more. What a pass!
Might be more.
Good almost a goal for Carolina.
Oh.
Almost. When I say it might be more, it might be. I meant to say, it might be more goals, not
it's
more.
It's still
injuries.
a good back end, though. Like it's
not still
awful.
A good back end, but it's not what it could be. Oh my God, how is that not a penalty? Oh, that was a blown call again.
Was there somebody
injured? Ooh, good save. What?
Was there somebody injured, sorry, for New Jersey or no?
It looked like it was going to be like an interference against the Devils because like Taylor Hall went absolutely flying and like everybody was like, oh, what the heck? And they didn't call it. So I thought I was expecting a penalty and I didn't get it.
Right.
I'm saying it should have been a penalty against the Devils, is what I'm saying. But this game is
Man,
nuts, by the way.
if this is the way they go out, though, man.
You know what, Kyle? Wouldn't be the first time.
Wouldn't be the first time. Wouldn't be the last time.
That's the other I think.
Wow.
I was hopeful that when Keith called the timeout when it was 3-2,
Yes.
because he's done this earlier in the season where the team kind of like gets rattled. He calls a timeout and then everything settles back in. I just don't think there is anything that anybody can do in these situations. They get overwhelmed, and there isn't a whole lot at times that
Right.
they can do that like stops that from happening. While this series has been full of twists and turns, please let the Battle of Ontario be a box office moment where the reverse. That would be great.
I'm praying for that.
Well,
I'm praying for a game 6.
Are 20 minutes away from winning that game and forcing a game 6.
Surprised it's only 1-0 in that one there. Hope the luck will keep going.
Yeah. I don't really call it luck, but okay.
I'm liked more over you.
Fair enough.
The Joker on first season, bro.
Boy, Kyle, am I really down bad right now or what?
I feel like I can't imagine what it would be like if they falter here in the third period.
Oh, the Devils?
Or well, no, I mean both. You know,
I think it would be. I think if you're the Canes, if you were like I said before, if you still like lose the game,
yeah.
that's not great.
Also, Neil's taking a break from play-by-play.
I'm taking a break today. Taking a break.
We just want to enjoy it.
Which now looking back, thank God, because there's been 8 goals.
Your voice would have been
voice would have been shot by now. But we still have like 58. We have a lot of people hanging out with us, which is great, by the way. Thank you to everybody for hanging out with us in this absolutely ridiculous game that we have.
Barn burner.
And the guys leading the way, at least points wise, and also points wise, are like former Canes, right? Stefan Nason has a goal and an assist, got 2 points. Pesci's got 2 assists tonight. Like, it sucks. What's really funny, Kyle, is that from a Devils perspective, it hasn't been a complete game for the Devils in months. Like, it's always something that doesn't go. It's either we can't score or they can't defend. It's like, and so like tonight, right? You finally are getting, guys stepping up. You've scored 4 goals.
Yeah.
And it's not enough. It just isn't enough. And
that's the type of team Carolina is, though, right? I just wanted to mention Jimmy. He's got a family thing tonight. He was supposed to join, but he had some family thing going on. Mm-hmm. So we'll see him in the next one.
These shots are actually surprisingly almost even, which then kind of makes sense because
that's surprising too.
Well, it's only, if you can believe this, Kyle, the shots on goal in this period are only 10-9 in favor of Carolina. Somehow.
Yeah. Okay. What? Yeah.
But then again, remember, like, those goals that were coming came in like one shot. It wasn't
especially
like,
when you saw like the penalty kill too, like the power plays, the 5-on-3s, the chances. You thought it would be more.
If you really look at it, right? If you really look at it, and like I know now, I think the Canes probably have more even strength goals, I think, in this moment. But if you really look at it, the biggest difference in this series, for the most part, has been special teams. Because, the Canes have really struggled in terms of like, you okay?
Face-offs, by the way, too, 11-3 Carolina in the second period.
And I mean, that was someone brought it up in the first intermission. Like the face-off percentage was heavily.
The percentage was like 75-25 or something like that.
Yeah, it was something like that. I mean, it was like, well, duh. Like the Devils just stopped. They won face-offs. They created chances. They scored. Like that was it. So like, we definitely will, Andrew. It's just hard for me to see the Devils finding another gear because it kind of feels like the Carolina can just smell blood in the water.
Well, that's the thing. Like it's got to be like that McDavid speech, hey? Whatever you have.
Yeah.
Right.
And that was in the
now.
finals. That wasn't even like, oh, first round of the playoff. That was like
Right.
Stanley Cup finals.
But that's the same mentality for the Devils. It
Oh,
feels like it's like whatever you friggin' have right now, right? And that's
yeah,
gonna be the mentality going into the third period.
for sure, for sure. And so like
Man.
we'll see if the score stays the same. I think this is the longest we've gone without someone scoring in this period.
5 goals in the second period.
Watch like the third period, just like nobody, like it's like we
Oh,
go like
we'll go to like
long.
double time now at 4-4.
No.
Something stupid. Like
Which like now, like if we think about it, right, 5-4 in overtime would like look cooler, but
yes.
how we got to that point is crazier.
Yeah, I agree.
That's what I'm saying.
I agree. Yep.
So
Man,
just
Neil,
nuts, man.
if I'm telling you though, if the Leafs get shut out here,
That's
bro,
I feel like that'll make my day just a little bit better. You know what I mean?
that's gonna be man.
Just make my day a little
Oh
bit
God.
better.
Oh, it's Bailey. Hey Bailey.
Oh, Bailey. Putting OT into existence.
No,
crazy
that
movement
couldn't be
apart.
me. That couldn't be me.
We get double overtime.
I am so sorry. So I think I saw Bailey wanted to do game 5 yesterday.
Well, it's kind of
And then I know, and I was like, oh
you
God,
blow her off. You did it.
well,
you didn't
no, I did.
respond.
I just saw it went away. So I don't know if she was busy or whatever it was, but I do want to do. Okay,
Game
I
7.
think it's gonna go. If they go
It's
7,
gonna go
I think they're
7,
gonna go
yeah.
7. We'll do game 7, right?
There you go.
I'll have to see what time game 6 is at too. We'll see.
You should
But
be lucky.
anyway, hi Bailey.
You should be lucky you didn't do game 3 with me. It went to double overtime. It was almost midnight when that game ended.
Oh God,
I pulled my
you
name, ended up watching the game.
I love
Okay.
that. That's
There
okay.
you
I
go.
love that.
There you go. There's nothing wrong with that.
If they go, I'll see what time it is for game 6. If they go to
Yep.
7, we're 1000% doing it.
100%.
I don't care. We're doing it. And I'll drag Neil on too.
Oh God. I don't know if I'll be like,
Someone posted a hilarious edited video where Kachuk was interviewed after one of the games. McDavid's rant can be heard in the nearby locker room.
Well,
Kachuk had to stop.
that wasn't edited. Like you can actually hear it. I don't.
Really? I thought it was edited.
Was it edited? I could have sworn that like
I
you
thought it
actually could
was.
hear. All right, fair enough. I
Some
thought
fear-
maybe I fell for the great editing that someone did.
Maybe there's got. Well, listen. So we thought the trick tonight was Neil not commentating, and they went up 3-0. Well, that went out the window here in the second period. So
Nothing.
I don't think there's luck involved anymore.
No, nothing I do is gonna like. It's not one of those things. What is Kochetkov doing? Oh my God, that could have been a disaster.
What do you do?
He came way out of the net to play it and almost turned it over to Tatar, and he would have walked in with an empty net. That would have been hilarious.
That would have been funny.
That actually would have been so funny. Oop. How is that not a trip? Okay. No penalty. See, now the refs are
Right
scared.
then.
Now the refs don't want to call.
Now they don't want to pull
Now
out the
they
whistles
stop.
all of a sudden.
Now
Yeah.
they're scared.
Scaredy cats.
Mhm. We're not talking about Florida, are we?
No.
If anything, they're roaring right now. They are absolutely roaring.
Oh, I believe that.
Hey man, our guys only hit guys with the puck. I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Into the second, buddy.
Into the second period. Boy, if you are just tuning in, you've missed so much.
Just about everything.
We have some extracurriculars after the horn. Cody Glass, Paul Cotter with Robinson, and not sure who that is, but Nico Hischier sitting on the bench contemplating life. Probably at this point.
He's like, how the hell did that
happen? How the hell did that happen? So yeah, I mean, look, if you're just tuning in, Devils went up 3-0 after one. Hurricanes came out and within the first 5 minutes, I think it was 5 minutes, scored 3 goals to tie it. To then only moments later, the Devils retook the lead on a Nico Hischier goal. And then a couple minutes later on a 5-on-3 power play, Sebastian Aho tied it. And that's where we are. So it is, you say that, and then it's going to be the most boring 20 minutes of the entire
That's
game.
how it goes, honestly. Like
It's like
that's how
both
it
teams are
goes.
going to be like, now they're going to be like they don't want to take a chance. They don't want to make a mistake. It's like, and I think, I mean, if you're Carolina, the mentality has to be like, we are winning this game. Like we can't look at it like, oh, if it doesn't go our way, we'll win it in game 6. It's like, no, we have to,
No, we got to win this
we
game.
got to
Like,
win. Yeah,
yeah.
for sure. And I think if you're the Devils, look, I put it this way. It's it might be your last period. Just go all out. Take chances. Do
Whatever the
something.
you
Yeah,
have.
whatever the F you have. Like, if you could come out and play like you played in the first period, you
Do it.
give yourself a chance.
Yeah.
And I think I'll say this: if you would have told any Devils fan the Devils would be tied going into the third period tonight,
They would take it.
They would take it.
You still
because
have
they're
to
in the
take
game.
it though,
Yeah.
right?
So,
Mhm.
I
All
don't
right.
know. We're in for we are in for we are in for an interesting finish here. I
It
think.
could be on both games a very interesting next half hour,
Yeah, it's true.
40 minutes, give or take.
The next hour, I'd say the next hour will be.
It'll
we might-
be
Within
it'll
the
be
next
all
hour, we might have 2 teams advancing, or we might have 2 game 6s
in the Eastern Conference.
in the Eastern Conference. So we'll see.
Yeah. All right. You ready for break?
But we will. Let's take a little bit break, and we'll see you guys in a little bit.
Whether you're looking for courtside or upper deck, opening day or opening night, comedy or concerts. With Game Time Picks, we make buying tickets easy by serving up only the best deals on sports, music, and shows.
What time is it?
It's game time. Whether you're looking for courtside or upper deck, opening day or opening night, comedy or concerts. With Game Time Picks, we make buying tickets easy by serving up only the best deals on sports, music, and shows.
What time is it?
It's game time.
I'm just eavesdropping here. I'm just curious. You don't really get a chance to look around. Oh, no, wait, there he is. You don't really get a chance to look around the apartment. What? Nothing. I'm just like looking around the apartment now. Just getting a chance to look.
I get it. Remember when we had like the spiral staircase? You and Bailey were talking about.
Oh, yeah, that was
spiral
funny.
staircase that I have in my house.
I forgot
Yeah.
about that.
But this is well, welcome everybody to our second intermission of what has been an absolutely insane game. After
Barn
40 minutes of
burner.
play, we are tied at 4 goals apiece. And again, if you are just tuning in, you've missed a lot because how we got here is more of the crazy thing. So again, Devils took a 3-0 lead into the first intermission with goals from Dawson Mercer, Timo Meier, and Stefan Nason. Whatever was said by Rob Brindamore worked because the Canes came out and the first 5 minutes and 40 seconds of that second period tied the game at 3.
Yeah.
And then Nico Hischier, not too long after, scored and gave the Devils the lead back at 4-3. And then eventually, a couple minutes later, on a 5-on-3 power play, Sebastian Aho tied it. And that's where we are after 40 minutes. And Kyle,
Yeah.
is it? I guess.
Yeah, I can understand why you think that. Because
Maybe
it
it's
started
because
2 weekends ago. It started what, a week and a half ago?
It started last Saturday. So a week.
So it's been almost a week and a half. Yeah, almost
Yeah.
a week and a half.
And
So I
also,
can see
to be
that.
fair, I think every series, if I'm not mistaken, has had at least 2 days off between a game, I think.
And it's still, and no series has been swept. All the Western Conference games are going to
No
go to a game
series has
6.
been right. All of them are going to game 6. It's possible that we could get 2 game 6s clinched tonight. Again, the Senators up 1-0 with about 12 minutes to go in the third period over the Leafs. And again, in the game that we are covering tonight, we are tied at 4 goals apiece between the Devils and Hurricanes. If, again, Hurricanes win, they move on to the second round of the Stanley Cup playoffs. But if the Devils win, they force a game 6 back in New Jersey. And then the same thing here again in this other game between Ottawa and Toronto. Toronto wins, they move on to the second round. If Ottawa wins, we have a game 6 back in Ottawa. And oh my, it is now 2-0 Ottawa. Dylan Cousins just
No,
scored.
I'm just behind. Damn it, you ruined it.
I'm sorry. I flipped over.
No way. The Leafs are on a power play right now. I'm just watching it while we're in intermission here. They've really done nothing to Allmark here so far on this power play. It's bananas. So they must have scored here on the penalty kill. Oh, brutal giveaway here. Oh, it's a 2-on-1. Gaudette. Amadio. It's Michael Amadio.
Oh, that wasn't Dylan Cousins?
Oh, sorry. It's Dylan Cousins. My
No,
bad.
it is Dylan Cousins. Yeah,
Sorry.
I'm not
It looked
sure.
like Amadio. My bad.
No.
Oh, my God. It's happening.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. This series is going to go 6.
We'll see.
And every
This is
Leaf
great.
fan's butthole's getting a little
Wait,
bit
I want to show you a quick clip of Sheldon Keefe. I forgot what penalty it was, but watch this.
Oh, yeah.
Just the way that he goes, like,
He's like,
leans back. Yeah.
I don't know who gave it up. Sorry. I have no idea. No idea who gave it up.
No idea. But so actually, Kyle, a little bit of a scoring change.
He probably
A
is.
little bit of a scoring change.
Yes.
Stankoven no longer was rewarded with the first goal, which started the comeback. Taylor Hall gets the goal, his first of the playoffs.
Oh, wow. Good for him. Nice. That's great.
So
Sorry.
the way you did not sound like happy about
No.
that. You're like, oh, that's great.
No, good. I'm happy for Taylor. Who gives a shit about Taylor Hall?
So they're showing Maple Leaf Square, right? Where like all like the nut jobs are. And there's this one Senators fan in a black Senator just standing there by himself.
And he's just
It's
sitting
like,
there
dude,
going,
if the Senators win, you're going to get jumped. You might get jumped. Like, you shouldn't even celebrate if they win. Just walk out of the crowd, and then you could celebrate.
Neil, man. This is crazy. I don't know, man. Like, that building in Ottawa in game 6 is going to be fucking wild, man. I think listen, it's a different series had this game 5 be 2-2 and the Leafs win game 5 and it's 3-2 back in Ottawa.
Right.
I think it's a different story. But no, there's the seed of doubt it will be placed when this game is said and done. If whatever, there's 10 minutes left. There's still lots of time, right? They still have to find a way here, but oh my God. Oh, I'm going to be salivating in this. Okay. Well, we know that the Sens have 10 minutes left. They have a 2-0 lead here. Again, tie game here, 4-4 going into the third period here. For you, what's got to be like we say like, okay, they got to empty the tank here in this third period here because you're still in this, right? But like, what specifically needs to get done here for New Jersey? Because we know Carolina is going to come out firing again.
I think the biggest thing is that you have to, you have to. You really just have to throw everything at the net. I think I know that the Canes make it hard to dump to the point where you're being forced to dump and chase a lot. But I think even if you're in a position where you have to dump it, I think you should just shoot it, because at this point, like,
something's got to give here, man.
Something's got to give, right? You were able to quiet the crowd a lot when you went up 3-0, but it's going to be a raucous crowd when you get back out there for the third period. And I think the Devils, again, just have to have the mindset of we really have nothing to lose at this point. And I think just the thought, I think that the motivating factor should just be simply, we can't lose after blowing a 3-0 lead. We can't embarrass ourselves that way. And I think they've already embarrassed themselves, but
yeah, I was going to say it's pretty much there.
Well, it would feel better if they do end up winning anyway, because you still got the job done however you got it done. And I think that's the way you got to look at it. But, like
we said, the next hour is going to be
tough. And, the Sens almost made it 3-0. They're getting outshot, by the way, 23-16.
Hallmark, I think, has been having a great game so far, though.
That's what I've been seeing here. It looks strong.
Yeah.
Ooh, is that going to be a penalty? Ooh,
my God, man.
Oh boy, why is Brady Tkachuk by himself? Oh, okay. All right, he dumped it in. I thought he was going for a breakaway.
It was a 4-on-2 though, but they've just been dominating here. Here in this third period, they're all over them. They're smothering them right now.
Just want to address something.
What does Connor want to address now? All
right, Mr. Kyle, you're a teacher now.
I had an email from our lovely intern Nicholas. By the way, he's been doing a great job so far. He's in the middle of his final exams, and he's still pumping out some social media. So good for him.
Good on.
But I wanted to call him out because it's more funny. I'm not picking on him, but I just thought it was funny because it was more like
picking on the intern. Okay.
But he called me like by my last name in an email. And I'm like, man, I'm old.
He called you what, Mr. Manifold?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. That gave me the ick.
That's my father's name.
You know what? I don't even want to show that. It's not even.
I didn't even see it, so I don't know what you're talking about.
It's not.
And I mean a good city.
It's not.
You weren't here. You weren't here. One thing that made me laugh was Connor went to some, I think, sushi place in Toronto that I think you said wasn't good. I think
sushi place. Okay.
I don't know if it's sushi. Connor, can you remind me of what you said on Friday? Because I don't remember specifically. Because I could have sworn you said something and you're like, "Oh, Kyle said it wasn't good, but it's actually good." Or something.
I couldn't tell you. No,
I couldn't tell you. I had no help on that one. But
I try to avoid it as much as possible here.
Top guys for Toronto, man. They're just.
This isn't even Toronto. This is Niagara Falls. It's not even close.
Visit the museum, Falls, CN Tower, the aquarium, you name it. Okay.
Okay.
The Falls? You mean Niagara Falls?
Yeah, Falls.
That's not that close to Toronto. Wait, what?
Yeah, it's like 2 hours away from Toronto.
Yeah.
Visited the museum. Be more specific. Niagara Falls. Yeah, like if you've seen it for the first time, like sure,
Maybe
like
it's
worth
the Hockey Hall of Fame.
Maybe. CN Tower again. Okay, first time. Sure, I understand that. If you've never been,
I went there for my first time a couple years ago. I didn't even go to see the scene.
Yeah, it's too much and it's not worth it. And
then the aquarium. It's cool to look at.
Yeah, and then the aquarium. You can go to a million other aquariums.
Go to the one in Atlanta, Georgia, where they have a real life whale shark.
Yeah, I'd rather go there.
I'd rather go there.
Yep.
But
Still
yeah.
waiting here, right? For the third? Still
Yeah,
waiting?
yeah.
Right.
It should be coming back in a little bit. Yeah, it's just crazy. And you know what's crazy? You know what's really crazy, Kyle? Is that the Devils are
Crazy. You know what's crazy?
me. The Devils are still out shooting Carolina.
Oh, shit.
I-
Wow.
I
I don't
you know,
believe that. Not after that
facts
second
are
period. I don't
facts.
believe
It
it.
says
I don't believe
23
it.
to 19. Do we have a 23-19? Please, someone get that reference.
23 to 19. Is it
You don't get
football?
no.
20.
It's a Disney reference.
Matthews snapped his stick and he threw it on the ice.
Love that.
Sorry, 23 to 19.
23. No, it's just 23-19.
No.
That's
I
a goal.
don't
23 to 19. I know.
I don't get the reference.
Okay.
Sorry. I'm sorry, Neil.
Okay. You're
They
really
just have to have a talk
you're
about
really like
it.
upsetting me tonight. Like I'm trying to like where's
Do I have to go look it up now and see for myself?
Hold on. I'll just show you a picture.
Oh, okay.
We have a 23-19. Been waiting a long time. God, I've been waiting a long time to do that.
That I you know what? Yeah, that's a great movie though. We got
It is a great
23-19.
movie.
We got 23-19.
Yeah, it is a great movie. So here we go. Third period about to get underway.
You should have gone to the Hall of Fame, Hockey Hall of Fame. You should have gone.
I didn't go near. Why? Why would you not? It's like
they've probably upped the price though for the Hockey Hall of Fame, which is silly. Also, Peter from Sticks in the Six, who does co-host it with Andrew, he works at the Hockey Hall of Fame.
Oh, does he? Good for
Yes.
him. I'm sure he's enjoying his evening tonight.
I'm sure the Leafs guys are salivating, to put it nicely.
What do you think? What do you think Steve Dangle is thinking?
I don't know. I saw the comment earlier, but I thought it was perfect. He's going to enter his Joker arc.
He's going to start really losing.
He's going to just start laughing tonight.
I thought when they blew that series against the Habs 4 years ago, I thought that was going to actually break him.
I thought that was going to blow up the team. This might do it if they
I don't
they
think
blow
so,
it,
because we keep thinking, oh, it's gonna break. They don't do it anyway.
Man,
but like at that point, Mitch Marner may just be like, you know what, I got to go somewhere else.
I'm done with this. Yeah, well, that's the thing. It would even be more of an incentive if they blow it, and he's like, screw this. I'm a UFA. I'm out. Oh man.
Will require missing persons.
Well, to be fair, this is the best time for him, and it's good for his channel, right? Because he gets ridiculous numbers because they all want to see him freak out.
Right. Third period has officially gotten underway here.
All right.
Again, 4-4 going into this third period. The win, not whoever wins. If the Canes win,
same game
again,
7.
If the Canes win, they move on to the second round of the Stanley Cup playoffs. If the Devils win, it's a game 6. My question is this: regardless of how PJ's just having a laugh. Regardless of whenever the series ends, whether tonight or another game, will Hurricanes players still shake hands with Timo Meier, or will they be less inclined to do so?
They better.
I'm just saying, I've seen it in the past.
Every player, it doesn't we're not in the Sean Avery era of hockey anymore. You better.
Fatso just forgot.
For anybody, it's not just for them though. It's for everybody. It's a sign of respect.
I just thought it was something. I just thought it was something interesting to think about.
No, it's for sure. It is interesting, but you have to. Yeah, it's respect, right?
Well, 100%, 100%.
Neil,
who's gonna win?
At this point, we have no idea.
At this point, I couldn't tell you. Because, let's be honest. Let's not kid ourselves. I think the odds are very much in favor of Carolina, considering they've come back from down 3-0. They tied it after going down 4-3. They're at home. They're up 3-1. Everything. But what's so weird about the playoffs is that sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes,
Yeah.
even after a team completely does that, they still end up losing. I will give a example of Game 5 between the Leafs and Habs in 2021. The Habs went up.
Ooh, wait, hold on. We got a
Okay.
better here.
Oh,
I'm
we have a
betting,
better.
so I want to know. Okay. Do you want to do the honors?
Sure. So since you are a better, and speaking of betting, shout out to our friends over at DraftKings Sportsbook, the official sports betting partner of THPN. And when you sign up with DraftKings Sportsbook, you bet $5, get $200 instantly in risk-free bets. So again, sign up with DraftKings, use our promo code THPN, and you bet $5, you get $200 in risk-free bets. And shout out to our friends over at DraftKings Sportsbook.
Thank God you didn't see that. I totally nailed my mic.
Oh, I was looking at you while I was saying it.
Okay, good. Thank you.
So it's not like there. So,
I
it
totally
doesn't
butchered
surprise
that.
me. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
Yes. Yeah. Go use code THPN, guys.
For sure. Absolutely. And
That's a teeny bet. Even if it's betting for the Leafs to now blow it. That'd be nice.
speaking of the Leafs, I was going to bring up, if you go back to Game 5 between the Habs and Leafs in 2021,
Yes.
the Habs went up 3-0 in that game, blew it,
Yeah, and then they won
but
in overtime.
still won in overtime
Right.
and came back. I am not trying to say that this is the same thing because it's not. But I'm just telling you that it has happened before in the playoffs.
But right in the bottom right
Bottom
corner,
right
my
corner.
friend.
Bottom right corner of your screen.
You got
You
it.
will see it.
THPN.
Oh, Paul Cotter. Woo! Almost scored. Pretty impressive play there by Paul Cotter.
You got her.
Paul Cotter is actually one of the top 10 fastest skaters in the league. I don't know if you knew that.
Is he really?
Apparently.
No.
Apparently he is.
Oh, interesting.
One of the top 10, not like top 5. It's like top 10.
Anytime, my friend. Anytime. Absolutely.
We appreciate it.
I actually placed a bet too for golf for the PGA Championship coming up.
Ooh.
Yep.
I thought you were going to be like, oh, I placed a bet for the Leafs to totally blow it.
Well, it's 3-0 Ottawa now.
Oh, they empty netter?
Empty netter, that's going to do it.
So the Sens will force a Game 6 back in Ottawa. We'll see if the Devils can join them in forcing a Game 6 with getting a win on the road. I'm trying to think. Yeah, no, the Leafs won the first two, right? Yeah, they won the first 2 games.
Of the series?
The first 2 games. Yeah, in Toronto. I was like, that was their first.
They won the first 3 games in a row.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. No, I'm saying that's the Sens' first win on the road.
Yes, it is. Yeah, it is.
I was trying to think, when did they win this first game? And I'm like, duh, Game 4 in overtime. But
I have mixed feelings about the TNT crew. They were showing. I don't know who was showing it.
I could see. Yeah.
I was seeing I don't know if it was on Twitter, X, whatever. And I saw somebody edit when, just as an example, when the Devils scored the other day, right, or Oilers, whatever it was, one of the two, from the TNT broadcast. Oh, sorry, it was Sportsnet because Canadian. So when the Oilers scored on TNT versus when the Oilers scored on Sportsnet, and it was completely different. They ramped up the sound for the crowd on Sportsnet, and you could just hear the announcers mainly a bit more on TNT, right? You're not getting the full atmosphere vibe, right, on TNT. You're getting it from Sportsnet mainly.
Yep.
So
you are correct.
Yeah, pretty unfortunate. But I do like TNT more than ESPN's coverage.
I agree with that. Yeah. I mean, but I've talked about it. I think I talked about it a bunch in the last stream that I did that without question for me, Bob Wischusen should be the number 1 guy for ESPN because of just the level of energy and excitement that he brings to every call, every game he does. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter if it's not a playoff game. He just brings it and it's great.
It is.
It really is great. And so I don't know if there's something in Sean McDonough's contract that makes him number 1 guy or if it's just a choice of ESPN. I don't know.
Right.
But in terms of quality of broadcasters, I would say
he's
TNT
right there
over ESPN for sure.
I agree.
I like John Forsland. I like Brendan Burke. They have the Flyers guy, Jackson, I think is his name, he was doing he's been doing the couple of games in this series, and he's been fairly average, not really anything great. So, like, yeah, I mean, not everybody's going to be like, slam dunk great. So,
Yeah, that's okay. Like, you're
no, I
not going to
know,
expect
I know,
everybody to be that, right? Like,
sure,
I get it.
for sure.
I get it. Hey, why is this
Right now, it
doing
just
that?
kind of feels like that, at least in the early going here, it just kind of feels like the Canes have kind of
They're
settled in.
waiting to strike.
They are waiting to strike for sure. I think they're just waiting for the opportunity. Oh, and Svechnikov just hit the post. Oh my goodness! And now the Devils come the other
Heart
way.
skipped a beat.
It was that was a great. Oh no, is that going to be a penalty? Yep, it is. Yep.
Uh-oh.
Dawson Mercer to the box for an obvious trip, and once again, Devils will go to the kill. And I wouldn't be surprised if it's 5-4 in the next minute or two.
Yeah, I agree.
But I mean, look, they're
Oh, man.
Oh, they missed moments ago.
Twilight.
They missed the high stick. Palat got hit with a high stick. They didn't call it. I think that's the one thing, Kyle, I'll say is that I think this is like the Canes' 5th power play of the game already.
Yeah, I think so.
And
And
I
that
think
was the problem, right?
And I think the Devils have one.
Right.
So
But the
it's
problem, remember when we did game 2, right?
Mhm.
And it was the same thing. They were up 1-0. You gave them 2 power plays. Mind you, they didn't do anything with it, but you gave them life and you gave them
You
the
gave
energy
him
to
life.
get back
Exactly.
in it, right?
You're 100% correct.
Yeah.
Ooh, good save from Markstrom right off the faceoff. You know who like really has
Stupid
done
penalty.
really well in this series but doesn't get talked about enough? I
Shoot.
feel like Shane Gostisbehere.
I was
really,
thinking about that actually the other day.
really
We were
good.
watching. Yeah, Gostisbehere is a good fit. He's bounced around quite a bit, but it feels like he's found his footing because you have
But
to know your identity, right? Like
Mhm.
you have to
What?
know that. Okay, for him, he's probably a 5th defenseman on a good team.
Yeah, but he's like the top power play guy for them right now. So
Right.
I
Oh,
mean
maybe he's
that's
up
saying,
there.
but
Okay.
that shows you how valuable he is.
And Donnell saying too that the refs did miss one. They
I
got away
say,
with it.
yeah, yeah, they did. But as my dad would say, you live by the ref, you die by the ref. That's unfortunate. It sucks to say that, but it's true. I
That
mean,
friggin' kid still has his AirPods in.
he still has their AirPods in.
Still got his AirPods in.
Gonna
What are
drive
you
Kyle-
doing?
It's
As
actually
a
going to drive Kyle mad.
as a parent, if that's your kid, you're a failure.
But what if there's like actually a good reason that he's wearing them?
There better be a good reason. If
Like
it's anything,
it's overstimulating for him.
fine,
I'm
Fine.
just saying.
fair.
Not
But
trying to defend the kid.
But
I'm just saying
if
that it's
it looks like Apple AirPods, and I swear to God,
probably
if
is.
it's
No.
music,
They are. I'm just saying.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm not trying to give you. Oh,
Do
what a
you think-
pass and what a save by Markstrom, point blank on Seth Jarvis to deny him of that goal, and then the Devils are able to clear. So
I was almost right with Jarvis. Also, they're giving the Hurricanes giving a lot of confidence here to Jackson Blake.
well, he does have a goal tonight.
Yep.
And he
right.
scored. I think he has 2 goals in this series. I want to say.
You might be right. Yeah, I think
it's
so.
2. I want to say 2. I could be wrong. Pass in the slot. How does Stankoven just fanned on it, and then Taylor Hall gets denied?
I like how they have Stankoven though on that second power play unit.
Yeah.
They're finally finding yeah, you're playing on the 4th line, but you're getting on the power play there at least, right?
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what a feed. Shot. That almost trickled in. I say that, and it really went wide. What am I talking about? Sometimes,
I'm telling you, man, Seth Jarvis is going to break out here at some point.
Well, he has scored a couple. I think he scored 1. I think he scored an empty netter. Yeah, he scored an empty netter in game. But he has gotten a bunch of points. It's not like he's not. I guess what you mean is like he's going to score like a goal.
Yes. Yeah. No, I just think because he's been fairly quiet this series, has he not?
Quiet in what sense? Of just like goal scoring wise?
Oh, just point production. Yeah.
No, he's actually been pretty good.
Okay, fair enough.
Looks like the Devils are actually going to kill this
Screw
off.
me. By the way, 4-0 for the
They
Senators
scored
now.
again. Jesus.
Another empty netter.
So it looks like the Devils. So Seth Jarvis actually scored it. No. That Jarvis has More than one goal in the
Uh,
series. He scored one on the
Casey,
power play.
Casey's
He
gotten time.
has played, but at a very, I hate to be honest, it's a very limited role alongside Shimo Nemec because you're talking about a second-year defenseman and a rookie as your third pairing,
Right.
not by choice but by necessity.
Yeah.
Literally by necessity. I'm just being honest. So, but Canes cannot convert on that one. So it remains a
Wow.
tie game at the moment, but some good pressure here on the forecheck again. It's really quite impressive on how good Carolina's forecheck is.
Also with PJ, sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. With
Yeah, go,
PJ
go,
here,
go.
like, is it like with the commentators tonight for TNT
I
or
think that's
like?
what he was referring to earlier. I think he was talking about the commentating just because he said in his last thing, it feels like the way that the broadcast is talking, like this is their last broadcast of the year.
Oh, I missed that. Thank you.
That's what I think so I think he's
Broadcast.
talking about the broadcast not being that good.
Got it. What was I gonna say? I like the graphics for TNT more than I do Sportsnet for us Canadians, you know.
Mm,
Yeah.
I got you.
I hate the graphics for Sportsnet.
What the hell was that? Oh, that was funny. That
Whoa.
was really fun. Oh, delayed penalty here against the Canes.
Okay. Listen, you said it. They are going on to their. What is this? Is this now their 14th power play of the series?
Yes, now it's
Okay.
14. Yep.
Well, you said it earlier, man. They go. Hopefully, they don't go over 14.
Wait a
You can
minute.
put it.
Wait a minute. Wait a second.
What?
I think they just called a penalty on the Devils as well. So now it's 4-on-4.
Okay. Well, I see Meyer
I
down in
missed
front of the
something
bench.
here. Hold on. Just
Yeah,
hold on
because
a second.
Meyer goes off.
It
Oh, it's
I
the
mean,
extra shoving, I think.
no. I think they called too many men.
No, really?
I don't
Oh,
know what they
maybe
called.
it might have been either that or there was a
Okay, so
lot of just
wait,
like.
hold on. The ref is about to speak. I'm listen.
I
Oh,
like that.
that's it. So no penalty against the Devils.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Was there
Well,
just
it looked like the ref was signaling it's just the
so?
nosebleed. Stop crying. Okay.
Well, was the high sticking they're calling or
I
what?
thought it was I thought it was. I don't know what the penalty was. He did a roughing call, not a. I don't know.
Oh, it's roughing. Oh, okay. Sorry,
I
I
don't
thought
know
it was
what
the high
happened.
sticking there.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Refs really. Well, again, look, they did have a power play earlier in this game, but
No, okay. Hold on a second. The Devils have a power play, right?
yes,
And they called it on Jackson Blake.
correct.
Okay, thank you. Oh my
Oh, I
god.
think I don't remember. I thought it was
Oh my
Aho actually.
Wait, what
I
is?
guess
Hold on a second.
I don't freaking
Yeah,
remember.
Jackson Blake They called
Jackson
him 2
Blake.
minutes
Okay.
for roughing. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
So so the Devils will go to just their second power play of the night.
Okay.
I can't stress this enough. If there was ever a time for this team to finally score on the power play, it would be right now. Right now. Because obviously the game's not over if you score on the power play here. It's not overtime or anything. Too many men. No, I was
No,
wrong.
it wasn't.
I
It
was
wasn't. It
wrong
wasn't.
about
It
that.
wasn't.
My
Yeah, it wasn't.
apologies.
Yeah.
That's one thing that I've been seeing on Twitter.
Okay.
Blake Ruffing. Thank you, PJ. And thanks everybody for clarifying. I have
Thank
the
you.
game on mute.
I was
So
confused too.
I have the game on mute. So there's times where like when a call is being made, I don't see it. I just
Right.
didn't see it. But yeah, no, I mean, this is to say that this is the biggest power play of the season would be an understatement. But like I said, the game, like I was going to say before, the game isn't over. But I feel like if you, I could see why they called the penalty there.
Ooh.
So Blake hit him up high.
Ooh,
So Timo was trying to come in for like a hit in front of the Devils bench, and Blake, to I guess absorb it or to like prevent it, he got up high and hit Timo up high. And then so there were 6 men on the ice for the Devils, but that was only because they thought that the puck had been touched and they were asking for a stoppage in play.
So Brendan Moore is probably, nailing the ref
But
now.
they're not
saying,
going to
"What the
call it.
hell?"
So now
Like,
the Devils are on the power play here. Because now we'll see what happens. Wow, Seamus Casey.
by the way,
on-
it's official now. By the way, 4-0 Sens win.
Wow. outshot them, not dominated, but outshot them.
4 goals on that. Well, sorry, 2 goals on 19 shots because the other 2 were empty netters.
Madon.
Yeah. And it was a
What a
delayed
feed.
penalty. 0 for 13 in this series. If there's ever a time, Neil, it is
There's
right.
ever a time, and they lose the puck.
Okay.
So, okay.
Right friggin' now.
I mean,
now.
it is really like, I just think that if you're able to score on the power play, maybe it puts a little bit of doubt in Carolina. Not a lot, but I think it's like, oh crap, we actually gave up a power play goal. But I just don't see that as now the Canes come the other way shorthanded. So that happened.
You know what's funny though is if Devils score, Canes are still in it. If Canes score, it feels like the season's over.
That's the thing. The difference is that if the Canes give up a goal, I don't think they're looking at it like, oh crap, like now we're in trouble. They're like, we have 11 minutes to go in this game.
Right.
We're fine. But if the Devils give it up, if the Devils give up a goal and they go down 5-4, however you go down 5-4, it feels, especially with the way this game has gone, it feels like a gut punch.
Yes. But Roy,
And
if you don't like chiclets, you can watch us. We're better. Not really.
We are better than Space.
Yeah. Fuck those
100%.
guys.
I love that. Yeah.
Fuck those guys.
So 25 seconds to go in this power play. I can't see it happening. I would be stunned if it happened again at the last minute. Just sometimes it's weird. Sometimes on the power play, Kyle, they get a bunch of shots, but nothing good, but nothing gets past the goalie.
Yeah.
And then there's other times where they're just struggling. So they don't score on this one. So they're now 0 for 14. So I spoke it into existence earlier tonight. But now they are 0 for 14 in the series. It's not good. It's freaking awful.
Of course it's not. Oh, thanks, Roy. Cheers.
Thank you.
Love that.
There's Nemec with a shot that just goes wide.
So no, I think they'll only do that though if it's a high sticking for the double minor. They're looking for blood. Like they're only going to do that.
Yeah. No, they didn't. There was no blood there. It was a 2-minute minor. I love how they say it's like a minor penalty, even though it is a penalty, and a penalty is not a minor infraction. But that, I don't know. I just find it funny.
I agree. By the way, guys, in 10 minutes, Oilers and Kings will be kicking off their
10 minutes.
Yeah, 10 minutes.
Jesus.
Game 5.
Well,
Vegas and Minnesota currently are no score in the first period in their game.
Oh, right. They're playing too. There's 4 games on the docket tonight.
4 games on the docket.
How many goals are going to be scored? What do you think the over is? The over under in the Kings
for total goals?
I'd say I'm going to go 8.
If I was putting the betting line, I was going to say 7.5.
What does DraftKings say?
I don't feel like looking right now.
I don't feel. Well, next stoppage. How about this? Next commercial break, we'll look. We'll bring it up. As Eric Holla gets destroyed, and everyone loves that. I don't blame him for loving it. I don't blame it. Eric Holla is still probably the most hated man in Carolina. Sorry, Timo. Not enough to piss them off.
Let's see for tonight.
91 people in the chat, by the way. Thanks to everybody who's hanging out with us here tonight. Really do appreciate it.
I'm so happy you didn't see that. That was like the stupidest thing I ever
did. What did you just do?
I was literally like,
Oh, God.
So I was close. It was 6.5 for the total.
6.5? Oh, that's generous.
Yes, 6.5 total goals.
I guess they're being generous to like, oh, maybe the goaltending will actually not suck.
And money line is with the LA Kings tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't know.
Kings.
Oh boy, 2-on-1 for the Canes coming the other way. Martin Nook with a shot, and he just totally roofed that.
Do you think this is high for Vegas tonight? 6.5?
6.5? Oh, no, I was talking about the LA game.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like Alex was just saying, like for Vegas. Yeah.
Well, I think. Oh, another penalty coming up here, and it's going to be against the Canes again. It's going to be a hooking call.
So him, like, if this guy's freaking out on Berube, it's not. It's
guys, go watch 2BC streams. He absolutely lost it. 2BC is actually.
It's not Berube though. It's the players. They didn't score. Berube can't go out there and score.
We do have a commercial break. 7:33 to go. Seth Jarvis just went to the box for a hooking call. So the Devils, for the 15th time in this series, are going to the power play. They are 0 for 14. Let's see if anything changes. And I mean anything.
15th time is the charm.
Very funny.
Come on.
Come on.
Sorry, Alex says 5.5 for Vegas.
5.5. All right, cool.
Gotcha.
So,
That makes more sense.
Kyle,
Okay.
do you think, honestly, you have to be very honest with me. Do you think the Devils score on this power play?
Somebody's got to have that fuck it attitude here on the power play.
Well, the Canes are playing with fire in the sense of they've been very undisciplined in this period.
Right, but like whatever. Like you gotta
Yeah,
everything goes out the window at this point. Like you've tried everything here in these last period and a half. Just throw bodies in front of that and just throw the puck on net. Like don't worry about it. It's the second you find that opening, because the Canes are the reason why they're so good on the penalty kill is they're able to box guys out easily, and you keep them along the boards, and they keep them along that blue line, and they get in front of it, so there's not a lot of room. Right? They're able to box these guys out so easily. So the second these guys for the Devils can just find any sort of little opening here, you stick whoever in front of the net, some big ass guy in front of whoever it is, Kochetkov here.
I'd probably stick Nason.
Sure, whatever. You gotta throw everything at him here, man.
I mean that's a hooking call. I mean, you got to call that, right? Dumoulin almost being hugged at that point.
Oh my God, I cannot pronounce that. Can you pronounce the name?
Yogi Svedjovsky, the Devils power play coach. I don't blame you. That's not him.
That's
but
okay.
It's Jeremy Colleton, but all right.
They can afford it. I don't prove.
How many?
What's the amount of penalties and penalties that we've had this game for both teams? Do we know?
I think it's been 7.
Does anybody know? Can somebody tell us?
All right, so here we go.
If somebody can tell us how many penalties have been throughout the game, both teams, please.
So Canes win the draw and clear it immediately. I mean, that's an example of like the power play right away. You're behind the 8 ball because you're not winning faceoffs, and then you have to go back, and then you have to try to get into the zone and set up. And the Canes are just really good at not. As soon as I say that, the Devils get in with ease. Like I say that, like, oh, they're so good at getting the puck out. And now a short-handed chance. Martinook coming in, and a good save from Markstrom. And oh my God, he's out of the net, but somehow it didn't. Oh God, so much.
I told you that's what he does. Markstrom does that.
Markstrom like is fun, but also he's like insane. He might
Connor will have a question for you, by the way.
Okay, well, I'll answer it when I can. When you ask the question.
Yes.
But Devils again, Canes clear it again. So it just
might not be a Canuck further.
It really kind of feels like a waste of time for the Devils to be on the power play. Like honestly, it just feels like a waste because nothing is being like they can't even just set something up and get a shot on net.
Yeah.
And so just if they're going to score on a power play, it's going to have to be something weird. Something weird's going to happen for them to score. What a save.
You got to have, I mean, they had bounces in the first period, right? Like,
yeah. Another good shot there. Devils actually putting on some good shots at the moment. And Dougie couldn't keep it in. Why do I even say anything?
It's going to be okay, Neil.
Yeah, I know. 15 seconds on this power play left for the Devils.
3 and 4, so 7 total. Thank you, Alex.
There you go.
Appreciate
So I was right. So we had 7.
Okay.
Out there. Oh,
Connor, we'll get to your question soon.
Is loose, and the Canes are going to kill it off. So make that 0 for 15 now for the Devils. Jarvis comes in with a good shot, but it gets denied. And there's my man Cody Glass coming the other way.
Are you going to look back on this series and probably look at that and go, yeah, that was the biggest difference maker here is that they didn't score in the power play?
Yeah,
probably.
I would say so. Because you know what's funny is that the Devils' power play actually percentage-wise went up after Jack Hughes was done for the year. In the most surprising way, I didn't even realize that. Oh, what a save from Markstrom. 4:56 to go. Either the Canes are going to score like late, because it's late now, or it's going to go to overtime.
Yeah.
At this point, I'm not imagining where like the Devils are going to get a weird bounce that goes. I mean, they could,
I'm going to
Right.
star Connor's question here just because let's just see the last 5 minutes here, and then I'll come
Okay, I
back
was
to
gonna
it.
say you can put it up now if you want.
Well, we got 5 minutes. I just want to just see what happens here. We got
Okay.
5 minutes before the end. So
Um,
I'll star it, and we'll come back to it. We'll come back to it.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, no, you're gonna look back. I mean, there's a bunch of things you can look back on, but yeah, like I said, the Devils came in with the third best power play, but they ran into the one team on power play wise that you
That
didn't want to
was
face
yeah.
because they have the best penalty kill.
TV timeout. Sorry, did you want
Yeah,
me to? Okay, yeah,
sure.
we'll show it. So
Go ahead.
he was asking for Jack and Luke, EP40, Tom Willander, a first, and a 2027 first.
I'm really glad that you're not the GM of the Canucks. Colin, 'cause that's actually so unbelievably insulting.
It feels insulting.
Well,
It's not even close to being
believe me,
enough.
I've seen it. I've seen them be like, "Oh, we're going to give up Nico Hischier and Jesper Bratt and 3 first-round picks for Quinn Hughes." It's like, you know what? No,
No, I would never do that.
Canes don't want another OT. You don't know that, Stoffel. Stoffel, if you remember 2
The
years ago, the
flair for the
Canes won the
dramatics.
series in overtime.
It's the flair for the dramatics, my friend.
The flair.
What's Twitter saying about the Leafs? Let's find out.
They fucking suck.
What
It's
are they
happening.
saying about
Someone's got to post. It's happening again.
Except Biz said today, he was like, mark my words, this is over in 5.
Shut up, Biz.
And you get shut out 4
Did he grow up a Leafs fan?
Well, he was born in Welland, Ontario. So yeah, I think he was. I think he did grow up a Leafs fan, if I'm not
Okay.
mistaken. Yeah.
Because I'm always wondering, I could see him being this way if it's like the Coyotes, Jack Hughes to Vancouver.
Well, he is.
Yeah,
Well, he is, though. Yes, like he is.
I thought you'd see good business. Yeah. Okay.
Nope.
Like you really I'm just saying, like, if you're really gonna look at it, which of the brothers has it better right now in terms of long term?
Quinn.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, Quinn.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Sorry.
Nah, it's okay.
It's Quinn. And not just, I just think that he's just the better brother.
No, I was talking from a team perspective.
Oh, yeah, team
I
perspective.
was talking from a team perspective, not a talent perspective. You still would put Vancouver? See, it's actually a lot. It's actually not as clear as
Let me
people
think
might
about that. That's a good question.
But like, basically, what you'd like, I don't know
know.
if the Canucks realize this, but they would have to trade for both guys. Like,
I think it's an unfair question because you just have to talk about it from the player's perspective.
sure,
Right. So I still think I think Quinn's in a better situation
yep.
because he's gonna want out.
Brett Pesce is so
Anyway.
gassed on the bench right now. He just has his head down.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's any sort of confidence on the Devils bench right now.
Yeah, I think
At
so.
all.
It's a 4-4 game. You got 4 minutes left.
Well, yeah,
Despite
I mean,
everything that's happened, right?
At this
You're tied.
point, right? At this point, it's one bounce and you're
Yep.
winning this game.
Yep.
That's what it is.
You're one bounce from a game 6. You're one bounce
but
from hitting the
If
links.
you're Carolina, you gotta be like uber confident right now, right?
They're confident. Listen, the seed of doubt for Carolina, unlike the Leafs, goes into effect in game 7. Yeah,
That's true. Like,
if
if
even
they were
gets
to
there.
lose, if they were to lose tonight and then lose Game 6 in New Jersey, and it's got to go back for Game 7,
Then there's a seed of doubt.
from past experiences for Canes fans in Game 7 at home, there is that doubt. There is that.
Yeah, maybe.
And,
Inside Scoop, guys, I'm friends with former coach Al Sims. He told me Owen
Wow.
Nolan is a jerk. Wow.
Yeah.
I believe that. Jacob Met. Should I do the French version of it? Is
Yeah,
it
do
Jacob Mathieu? Sorry. Listen, I had Montreal in 7, and I thought that they were going to win Game 4 until Tom Wilson just completely changed the series.
That really sucked. Yeah, that really
That
sucked.
sucked. I have Montreal in
Because-
7.
Yeah, but you know what? Look, again, right? Who knows what happens
All
tomorrow?
they got to do is they can take Game 5. You bring it back to Montreal. It's a brutal building
That
to play
seeded
in.
doubt. You put that seeded doubt again.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, it's like, well, it ain't over yet. It's kind of like that's what I'm saying. Like,
It ain't over till the
what
what
a
sings.
save by Markstrom. Oh, that was. Oh,
He's just keeping you alive here in this third period.
God bless his soul. Hey,
Oh,
man.
man.
If there's one thing that the GM of the Devils did right is fix the goaltending.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I know. He gave up 4
You're
goals
welcome.
tonight. I heard you.
Oh, thanks for your first round pick, by the way. Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
you're
Actually,
welcome.
I need New Jersey to lose here.
Yeah, I
That'd
was
be
surprised.
great.
I was surprised
Yeah.
they brought
Wait
that
a
up.
minute.
Wait
Hold on
a
a
second.
second
No,
here. We got your
end.
pick. Wait a
Yeah,
minute
you
here.
want New Jersey season to end right now.
Fuck you guys. I want your pick.
Jesus. To be fair, if it meant Kyle, would you take the Devils coming back, losing in Game 7, and then getting the pick?
I just want them to lose.
Okay, that's what I'm
You
saying.
know what's
would
funny?
you take-
Not
but
even
would
until
you take
now,
that, though?
I didn't even realize that I was like, oh yeah, Calgary's got their pick. Wait a
Yeah,
minute.
wait, what am I talking about? Yeah,
Hold on a second here.
wait a minute.
And I also didn't realize that. For Florida, I was like, oh yeah, we got their pick too. Wait a minute.
Yeah, wait a minute. Screw those
Yeah.
guys.
Can't wait till May 5th when we have that 0.5% chance of getting in the top 10.
You're telling me there's a chance.
Yeah, there's a chance.
You're telling me there's a chance,
Oh,
Kyle.
God.
Kyle, that'd be someone's gonna move up a bunch of spots. I have a feeling. I can't tell you who, but somebody's gonna do it, and it's gonna be upsetting.
I've got a sneaky feeling that ever since Bill
You say the
from
Rangers,
the
I'm gonna lose it.
no, ever since Bill from Orange and Backcheck. By the way, congrats to him and his wife who are having a
Yes.
baby. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
I've got a feeling the Flyers are going to somehow win that draft lottery. I don't know why. It's just a feeling.
They kind of deserve it in a way.
They kind of do, actually.
They kind of do if you really think about it. Like think about it, right?
Vegas 1-0. Oh no, sorry, it's 1-1 now. I see on the scoreboard here. 1-1.
Oh, damn,
There you go. 1-1 Minnesota and Vegas. Okay. All righty.
you like that, dude? Minnesota, man, they just do not go away.
I'm
Big
surprised.
hit and icing. Let's go. I like that. I like that he said big hit ice. No, he's still the coach.
He's
for
still
now.
there.
But again, the new GM, if they fight, if we get to 10, where are we at right now? 9? We had 9 openings.
Well, it's going to be interesting after the first round.
Right.
If there's another coach that's on the hot seat, right?
Right. Well,
don't
because
know
think
who
about it,
would
right?
be.
Like Sheldon Keefe, he got hired by the Devils, I think maybe a week and a half after he was knocked out in the first round.
Do you think that if the Florida Panthers win Game 5, that series is over? Do you think John Cooper's on the hot seat?
No.
Probably no. I don't think so
I
either.
don't think so. I don't think John Cooper.
He's been there a while, man.
I know he's been there a while, but granted, it's not like
That might have been a stupid question, but whatever.
I'm not gonna tell you that. It's a stupid question.
Thanks.
I will not tell you that.
Oh, we got another money liner here for the Canes. Well,
The money line. What's the money line? I'm assuming. Oh,
no,
right.
he needed the Canes money line to smack
He
my
needs
parlay.
Canes. Yeah, he needs
Do you want
Canes.
to do the honors here?
Your turn. I'll give
You want me to do it?
Yeah, you go.
Well, depending on what you're using there, N8IVX, whatever, you should head on over to DraftKings and use code THPN to get $5 and get 50. Sorry, if you bet $5, you get $50 in free credits.
There you go.
There you go. Go use
And
code
again,
THPN, folks.
If you want to sign up, use our promo code bottom right corner here, THPN.
THPN, you got her.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. What highway robbery by Jacob Markstrom. Oh
What?
my God. He just denied them 3 times of scoring there. Oh my goodness. Woo!
I gotta see it here.
How far
Wait,
are you
hold on.
behind?
Give me 5 minutes to catch up here on this
Yeah, 5
stupid stream.
Refresh.
By the way, puck drop in LA for Oilers and Kings.
What a save. Oh my goodness. Stankoven twice.
1, 2. What a save.
3 different saves
Wow.
there. Oh my.
What a blocker save. Yeah, that's Markstrom saying, screw you, Calgary. You're not getting that pick quite yet.
Markstrom's like that. It's like that GM joke for the NFL, fuck them picks.
Yeah, pretty much. What a save.
If you're Jacob
What a
Markstrom,
save.
if you're Jacob
Yeah,
Markstrom,
let's go.
Bet I will. That's sick. Tampa
Let's go.
had game 4 somehow. They give up 2 goals in 11 seconds.
By the way, Connor agreed with me.
Cooper's okay. All right.
Interesting.
But if John Cooper becomes available, I mean, is he not number one on a lot of people's lists? Yes, no,
He would
maybe?
be number one everywhere. Everywhere. Doesn't matter
Oh,
where.
yeah,
Everywhere. He would be number one.
100%. All right, last minute of play here in this third period.
With Sir Broder in the moment.
We have some. Oh, gee, I mean, yeah. If he
You
stacks
know.
the pad, PJ, if he stacks the pads, it goes like full Scorpion and makes a save, then that right there
That's right.
is actually pure Marty. That would be insane. I feel like the Devils just want overtime at this point. I actually feel like that's how they're playing.
Don't forget how it finished in the last series, Neil, Mr.
Don't
Neil.
want to talk about it. I'm
Yeah.
thinking about 2025. Just out of reach of Bratt. Top of the point. Hamilton,
hurtful
Bratt
flashback.
got it again. Turnaround shot. Oh, that pops up in the air. No one's there. 10 seconds to go. Orlov's going to flip it like a loser.
What a
And-
loser.
What a loser. And we are going to overtime in game number 5. It is actually stupid how much this is exactly how 2 years ago went. This actually sucks.
I called it. I knew this was going in overtime. I knew
So
it
we're
was
going to overtime. Both teams had 2 power plays in that period, didn't score. And now it's basically it really now is officially next goal wins. Again, Canes score. It's second round of the playoffs. If the Devils score, we got a game 6. We'll see. We'll see.
Oh, it's red and black for the Devils.
Yeah. Nail biter indeed, Stoffel. Nail
It
biter
is
indeed.
nail biter. All right.
All right.
I got to pee. So
I have to pee too. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's
Let's take 2 commercial breaks, and we
be
will
right
be
back.
back on the other side.
Whether you're looking for courtside or upper deck, opening day or opening night, comedy or concerts. With Game Time Picks, we make buying tickets easy by serving up only the best deals on sports, music, and shows.
What time is it?
It's game time. Whether you're looking for courtside or upper deck, opening day or opening night, comedy or concerts. With Game Time Picks, we make buying tickets easy by serving up only the best deals on sports, music, and shows.
What time is it?
It's game time.
And welcome back, everybody. Yes, we are still here because after 60 minutes of play, we are all tied going into overtime in an exciting, honestly, if you think about it, it's been an exciting game in terms of scoring. Again, if you're just tuning in, this is what you missed. Devils came out firing in the first period, took a 3-0 lead after 20 minutes of play. Canes came out in the second period in the first 5 minutes, dominated, tied the game up, scored. It took them less than 6 minutes, tied the game up at 3. Then Nico Hischier scored to make it 4-3 Devils, gave them the lead back. But then the Canes eventually tied it on a 5-on-3 power play. Both teams had opportunities in the third period to score on the power play, and just great saves, particularly from Jacob Markstrom, keeps the Canes off the board. And we will go to overtime. And again, what's at stake? Canes score the next goal. They move on. They move on to the second round of the Stanley Cup playoffs. They would be the first team to officially clinch. If not, the Devils, if they find a way to score the next one, they will force a game 6 back in New Jersey. So, Kyle, what are your thoughts going into this?
I was just thinking about my predictions for overtime here. So I think this is best case scenario, I think, for New Jersey, even though we know what history has said, right?
Yeah.
Because I think there is still, like, there's definitely a little bit of pressure here going in for Carolina. I don't think there's much for New Jersey. So I think it's kind of best case scenario a little bit for New Jersey. I mean, the problem is that for the last period and a half, you've just, it's been a good defensive performance here. And Markstrom has frankly kept them in that third period. So I don't know, man. It's going to, I think you were right earlier where it's going to take some sort of weird bounce here to get the job done. Right. Like I just feel like that's the only way it's going to go. So I'm going to do my picks here. Okay. I really, really think Seth Jarvis is going to finish it for Carolina.
Fair.
And I think for New Jersey,
it's so hard to pick because it's like who could do it?
I think it's going to be Eric Holla.
Wow. That is about
Myers scored earlier, and it would be fitting if Holla
scored in this game too.
It would be fitting if Holla could finish it. So I'm going to go with Seth Jarvis for Carolina, and I'm going to go with Eric Holla for the Devils.
All right. Do you feel, by the way, that a couple of saves, those couple of saves that we saw at the end of that period by Jacob Markstrom, maybe, I don't want to say forgives, but like redeems himself after giving up a couple of soft ones earlier in the game?
Nah, maybe. But you have to make it's more or less in the third period that you have to make those saves, right?
Yeah.
It's not about what you gave up earlier. It's in the biggest moments, always come in the third period here when everything's on the line, when you need to make a save like you do. So it's not about what you gave in before because it's happened. So sure, but it's about making it in the third. And I thought he did a tremendous job of it. By the way, 2-1 now for Vegas.
All right. So there you go. Mark Stone with a goal. So Bryce Salvador, who former Devil, former NHL defenseman, and now he's a analyst on MSG Networks. My friend Erica, who was on earlier, she texted me and she was like, "We have to talk about Bryce Salvador when you can. He sounds like an absolute moron." Basically said, if you're coming to Carolina going into OT, I'm thrilled with that. And she goes, "What? After giving up a 3-goal lead, sounds like an idiot. He's acting like the Devils have zero problems. Just don't understand."
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Fair enough.
Here's what I'll say about that. I get both sides of it. I get both sides because, yeah, and I'll tell you why.
I'm interested.
From Bryce Salvador's perspective, look, if you had told this team that they were going to play overtime in Game 5 and force overtime in Game 5, I think a lot of Devils fans would be like, "Oh, then we must have, played hard," especially if you end up winning the game, right? The other thing is that Bryce Salvador works for MSG Networks and he covers the Devils. he has to be like positive in some regard. He can't say how he truly feels. He can't say, like look at us, Kyle. We could easily say how we truly feel about things.
Yes.
Like Salvador can't.
All the time.
Salvador can't. On
Right.
the other side of it, I get where Devils fans would be coming from and being like, that's BS.
Mhm.
Look at how this game has gone. Like they should have won this game in regulation. Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. Does it feel like the Devils deserve a better fate tonight?
No.
This is a legitimate question.
No.
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 Okay, fair.
No, I don't think so. No, I don't think they deserve a better fit. It doesn't matter to me what situation it is. Like, you blew a 3-goal lead, right? And you blew a 3-goal lead in 5 minutes, give or take.
5 minutes and 40 seconds to be exact.
Right. Do you think they deserve a better fate tonight?
That's a great question, and I'll say this. If they had kept playing the way that they had played in the first period.
No. Yes or no?
No.
I think it's a yes or no question.
No,
Okay.
no,
All right.
I don't
Okay.
think
Okay.
that they deserve a bet. No,
Okay.
no,
All right.
because
Okay.
in the second and third periods specifically, I don't. They didn't do enough to make me think that.
Right.
Okay, like yes, like they obviously did not allow Carolina to take the lead. Carolina hasn't led this game at all up until this point, and obviously the only way they can lead the game is by winning it. But no, I don't. It's not like one of those things where it's not like game 2 of the series where I felt like the Devils deserved a better fate and they
Right.
didn't get it because Freddie Anderson just had a phenomenal game. This is more of you shouldn't be in this position right now. We should be logged off at this point.
We should
Logged
be done.
off
We should be
at this
gone,
point,
going to
being
bed.
done,
Like,
going to game 6. We move on.
Yeah.
So if the Devils end up losing this game and losing the series, obviously, they really don't have anyone to blame but themselves because there's no excuse for blowing a lead like that. I understand that it's early in the game. I understood that there were still 40 minutes to go, but to give it up that quickly, I can't see it.
I can't.
Reverse sweep is on. I hope you're right, Connor.
I hope so too.
Talking about the sentence.
They
by the
just showed the harmonic ladies down in LA.
Oh, hell yeah.
And they went to Kuzmenko. He's got the dumbest smile on his face.
He probably loves it.
Listen, I'm so happy for Kuzmenko, man.
100%.
Yeah, I'm glad he's doing well here. And yes, so puck drop is officially underway, by the way, in LA.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let me know the next time some old Americans drag the Korean anthem through the mud with some harmonicas.
Adam Wild. Do you know who Adam Wild is?
Yeah, he's the part of the SDPN guys.
Yeah, he tweeted this out like 45 minutes ago.
Okay, what do you say?
How about the Leafs? He says, maybe it's not who they are in game 6, but it's for sure who they've been for 9 years. Trust your eyes. Oh, God.
It's happening again.
Well, the thing that's really going to,
the seed of doubt is officially there.
The seed of doubt. That's
It's
the
there.
weird thing, right? Like, I don't know if I'd necessarily put the seed of doubt. I think we just talked about it. If, like, the Devils win tonight, right? I don't think the seed of doubt gets put in Carolina going into game 6.
Not at all.
The seed of doubt gets dropped in if they lose tonight and then lose game 6 and they got to play game 7 at home.
Yes.
Because you can't go back to Carolina and say, well, we've been so dominant at home. Oh, and you can't use the excuse, well, the Devils haven't beat us at home. No, they have. At that point, they would have. So now the Devils.
Sorry.
I was going to say, so now the Devils know like that they can win there.
Right. I don't even think the seed of doubt won't come into play if, for whatever reason, this goes back to game 6, they go to game 7, and they have a bad start like they did tonight. It's not a 3-0 start, but if they have a bad start, then the seed of doubt, I think, goes into play.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, but maybe we're wrong. Maybe down in Carolina that the seed of doubt is there. I don't know. I just don't see it being there in game 6. I just don't.
This is a great picture of Tyler Nubin and Tyrone Tracy, who are both on the New York Giants in the NFL. They were at game 4 of this series between the Devils and Canes.
You're up, by the way.
I
Neil.
love that. I absolutely love that. Thank you. And I hope that you use
You're up.
DraftKings Sportsbook, the official sports betting partner of the Hockey Podcast Network. And when you sign up using our promo code in the bottom right corner, THPN, you bet $5, you get $200 instantly in risk-free bets. Dirty Finger, please, if you haven't already, sign up with DraftKings and use our promo code THPN.
The way you slid that in.
How am I going to slide that in otherwise? Like I can't. So
Out of way, Dirty Finger.
Out of way, Dirty Finger. All right. Well, we are
Wow.
just about ready to get underway in overtime. Kyle made his predictions. I actually did not.
Okay.
As far as the Canes are concerned, luckily Jesper Fast is not in the Canes, so he can't end the series like he did 2 years ago. Thank God for that. But I think I'm going to go with Jason Blake. That's going to be my guess. Can you repeat that? Okay.
Go use code THPN. You can get $5. Sorry, bet $5. You can get $200 instantly in bonus bets. Only on DraftKings. Use code THPN. Bottom right corner, ladies and gentlemen. You can see it
Bottom
on
right
the
corner.
screen. You got her.
And as my pick for the Devils,
Sorry, who was Carolina? I missed that.
Blake.
Blake.
Jason,
Okay, thank you.
Jackson. I've been saying my apologies. Jackson Blake. And then for the Devils, I don't know. I'm going to go with Paul Cotter. I'll be weird.
I like that, actually. I like that.
He's had a couple of chances. I don't know what Keith's strategy is in terms of lines. I don't know if he's going to go 4 or 3 or 2. I don't know. So we'll see. But again, next goal wins. And we have 114 people in here, by the way. So thank you to everybody for hanging out with us.
Great night tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
New Jersey Devils won overtime game with facing elimination 2 times. Game 6 and Game 7 of the 2012 Eastern Conference quarterfinals against the Florida Panthers.
You got her.
Travis Zajac scored the game winner in Game 6 in New Jersey, and then Adam Henrique. And it wouldn't be his only overtime series clinching goal, but it was his first.
Becca's back.
Believe me, you have no idea how I feel. Like internally, okay. like facially wise, you can't tell, but internally, I'm freaking the hell out.
Yeah, you're doing all right. You're doing okay.
My heart was going crazy in Game 3 of this series when it went to double overtime.
So I'll do.
It is going overtime. We are in overtime.
I still think Carolina gets it done.
Fair enough. I feel like that's like 95% of my brain right now.
Yeah.
Like kind of expect. It sucks, right? You're like expecting the worst. But like the thing that's messed up, and we keep bringing it up, and it's true, is the fact that this series, in terms of like who wins what game and like how it's gone, is identical to the second round matchup between these two teams 2 years ago.
Somebody's watching me.
It's
Right.
actually, yeah, I know. It's my anxiety. Love that. Good save by Markstrom. Oh, right. The Kentucky Derby's coming up.
Ooh, I like horses.
I like his publisher, jockey. Oh, okay.
Get the screen black and white.
I know, right? Yeah, we got to get back to the black and white screen. But yeah, no, and then we come to Game 5, Kyle, and guess what? We're in overtime. Like it's crazy.
It's like the script writers just know, you know.
It's like
they just know.
I think the reason why this would feel shittier than 2 years ago is because the fact that it was like in the second round and like the Devils just had an unbelievable season at that point. It was sad to see it end.
Yep.
This time around, it's more just because of the fact that like it's the first round, the Devils are like depleted, and it's like just so much has gone like wrong at this point that you're just kind of like you feel like it's a wasted year because of the injuries and stuff like that. You really do.
I don't think there's any other way to put it.
And I think also I'll just say this real quick. Like if this is like the last game of the year for the Devils, just the fact that like they got blown out in their what would be their last home game just doesn't sit well with me.
It doesn't. Yeah.
And I'd rather they get one more crack at a home game to like end on it, maybe on a high note or like, whatever.
Well, that's what I said. Like you can find a way to get it here. It would be a nice way
bounce.
It
It
does.
takes literally one bounce, and we have a game 6. I can't stress that enough. And like it's gonna take it's gonna take. I saying it's gonna take a Herculean effort is stupid on my part, but it really is just gonna have to take like just something from
An
somebody. I
effort.
don't
An effort.
what effort.
Just an effort.
There is no passion. There is no vision. Said Jarvis. Oh, why did he pass that? Oh, why did he pass that? He had a shot clear as day. Sometimes these guys just overthink this. They
It's
think
true.
he was trying
They
to
should
look
just
for.
listen to me, man, and just shoot the fucking thing.
It's true. And play with passion. Or whatever you said. Did you say
Just
pride?
effort.
What did you say again? I forgot.
No,
what
I
you
just give effort. Just a little
just
bit
give
of effort.
Yeah,
A little bit of
and
effort.
like what's really funny is that someone said to me earlier today.
Why would he
They're
pass?
like,
Why would he pass that? Sorry,
I
that was
don't know.
stupid from
That's the
Jarvis.
problem. It's
Shoot
like,
it.
why
Like,
did you
idiot.
pass? Why would you pass that? You did like I get why. Okay, let me. Oh boy, 2-on-1. Oh, and
TNT.
it gets blocked by Dumoulin. Wow, that could have been the game winner right there. Devils right away, Kyle, playing with fire. Love that.
Like they always have.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's just no other way to put it. Like Canes are just going to throw everything at the net, and the
Oh, of
Devils right
course.
now. I've got to be very honest with you, as that shot is stopped. Markstrom's doing everything. The man is doing literally everything to keep this.
Could
to
you
keep that
imagine if
puck up.
like Akira Schmidt was in net right now?
No, I can't. He almost. Hey, look, he got in the playoffs this year.
He did. He did. That's
Oh,
right.
a great save there by Markstrom, and he has to cover.
Oh
It feels
boy.
like the Devils are on a penalty kill right now, and it's not. Like
It's true.
crazy.
No, it's
It feels-
true.
Oh boy, what's going on here? Why is Markstrom leaving his net? Wait, what the hell? What the dude? No, not now.
Can you
Not
say
the last kick in the rear end. Please don't tell me that this man just got hurt.
For those of us listening, say the line. If you are a goaltender,
And the goal.
10 the
Which he
goal.
is. No, he literally is. He's doing everything possible. He skated to the bench.
If
I
we
think he was talking to the
survive,
rep. Oh, okay. No, he's fine. I think.
winner
I
of
think
this
his
series
skate
plays
blade came-
Canadiens
his
or
skate blade
Capitals.
came in.
There you go. Sorry, I was just answering Becca.
Well, if we survive, when you say that, you say like we're up. You're saying like it's game 7 and we're like it's the next one. So how we looking now?
Still an OT.
Still overtime. Canes early on in this overtime with the dominant play. They've really peppered Jacob Markstrom, who's now made 34 saves on 38 shots. Did you know played with former Devil Mike? I did not know that. That is pretty cool.
Damn.
Good to know.
Still got.
I remember Shelly Keefe. I've seen Shelly Keefe as a player. I think he was in Tampa.
Oh,
Played the
juniors,
league.
there you go.
He played in the league.
Yeah, he did. I think he did.
Like he actually, I think in junior hockey, I think he was really good.
He was.
I
He was really good. Yeah.
I mean, you have to be good. Oh, what a hit by Siegenthaler. Wow, what a hit. Devils coming back the other way. Siegenthaler, oh, I can't get it. Can't get it on net. That's unfortunate. But what a hit there. And then a big hit by Carolina. Now the physicality is picked up.
Here we go. I
Like-
want to see that hit.
It was a good hit. Icing here against the Devils. But
Was
good-
it like open ice or against the board?
against the boards near the penalty box. Like Canes were coming up the right side, and Siegenthaler just kind of laid the body. I gotta
Hey,
see it.
did you know you sound like a pro sports speaker? It's almost like yes.
Thank you. It's almost he laid the hit on Jarvis. Jarvis was the one that got his bell rung there.
Ray,
Didn't
sup?
leave us-
What's up?
It's gone,
Sorry.
Rainiel. Good to see you, man.
Someone should hire
Okay.
you. Actually, absolutely, they should.
Let's hope one day.
One
I'll
day.
get the,
You'll
one
get
day.
there.
One day.
One day. I had a dream.
I had a dream. Oh God. The Hurricanes
Wow,
with
what
the
he
puck right there.
leveled Jarvis.
I know,
Holy
he leveled
crap.
it. As that shot gets blocked to the right corner. Trying to keep it in.
Jeez.
Siegenthaler over to Nemec. Oh, have they changed lines? Have they
Just
changed-
FYI too, Neil.
Oh boy.
If
Oh, hold on. Okay, what?
Game 6 Friday.
Am I going?
No, I'm just saying, like, it's if they get the job
Oh
done
boy.
here.
Oh my. Oh God. Oh, there's so much happening. What another save. Oh my goodness. He did it again. Markstrom is just on his playing unreal right now. I don't know how that didn't go in. That was a 3-on-1.
Oh
And now it's
God.
another. Now it's another. Oh, it's 3-on-2. I have to do my math correctly. Oh, and that pass just missed Stankoven. Dude, it is literally all Carolina right now. It is the
It's all
Hurricanes.
Markstrom right now too, man.
Well, I was about to say it's Jacob Markstrom versus the Carolina Hurricanes.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what this is right now. And the unbelievable.
Oh my God. He wasn't even
What
in
a
his
save
net,
there.
dude.
What a save.
Oh
That
my
was
God.
unbelievable.
He wasn't even in. He's barely in his net there. Holy smokes.
Is this going to be another icing? No. What? Wow. The ref waved it off. That's surprising. What's funny? Oh, and here come the Canes again in front. And a great glove save by Markstrom. Oh, he robbed him again. Oh my gosh. Give me a heart attack every 2 seconds. Oh my goodness.
You wonder if they're gonna blink though at some point here, right? Like something's got
Well,
you gotta bury it at some point here, right? If you got
I
this
think
much pressure.
I think Bratt may have blocked the shot as well at that point, but it kind of feels like one of those things. Where wouldn't it be funny?
Yes.
Wouldn't it be fun? Yeah, it would be fun. Wouldn't it be funny if it's like shots are like 10-1 Carolina, and like the one shot the Devils shoot, it goes in? That would be
That
really
wouldn't
awesome.
surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me.
Another
Oh
2
my
saves there by
God.
Markstrom and another face-off. I mean, the Canes are literally throwing everything but the kitchen sink at Jacob Markstrom, and he is continuing to not allow the Canes to score, at least right now.
I should have said Mark Jankowski, by the way. Yeah, that would be a nice like little Flames jab over here, you know.
Little Flames.
Just a little boop, you know. Former
Well, if he
he's-
scores on Markstrom, you could say it's a Flames on Flames crime right there.
It would be. It would
Did they
be.
play together?
No, but Jankowski was a Flames for he was a pick for the Flames for
Did
a
he
couple
ever play
years.
for the
Yeah.
Flames?
Oh yeah, he played. Yeah.
Okay. Was he any
Yeah.
good?
Yeah, at the
Guess
time
not.
he was pretty good. Not
I was
bad.
gonna say, I was
He
gonna
was
say,
good bottom six. He was a good bottom six guy.
I was gonna say, I guess not, because he's not on the Flames anymore.
Marvson locked in, too late. Neil, are you going to the game if we survive tonight? I was thinking about it, but I don't know.
People, yeah, no, everyone's asking me. Right, I have to be so.
We don't
honest,
know yet.
I don't want to answer that question right now. I don't want to think about it because right now, it's not for certain.
It's gonna take something from somebody.
Timo Meyer going back like it's 3-on-3 overtime. He literally did it like it's like, oh, he's just casually going back, waiting for somebody. That's
They've
great.
had one shot here, right? The Devils. They've had one.
I don't remember when it happened, but yes, shots are
it's-
9-1. Shots are currently 9-1 Carolina in this overtime.
Oh my God, man.
It's crazy.
Of course,
Oh,
but
again-
we were so right
again.
though how it died down, eh?
In the third period, yeah.
Yeah, third period and overtime. Like, it's died
Overtime,
down.
no, I wouldn't say it died
Okay,
down.
no, sorry, not overtime, but yeah, we were right in the third.
9-1 Carolina. What do you
Sure.
mean it died down?
No, died down in the sense of like the goal production here. 'cause
Oh
of all the
yeah, well
crap
that was going to
happened.
stop at some point.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, with the toe drag and he fanned on it. Oh, again, dude, the Canes literally have thrown everything they possibly can and either are getting stopped by Markstrom or missing the net completely. And now Taylor Hall trying to get through, but he gets broken up. Brett Pesce is just such a great stay-at-home defenseman.
He
I'm
is.
just saying, like
is.
he's so calm with getting the puck out. I would be freaking out if I was a defenseman.
No. Stay up. You got to stay up for this.
You got to stay up.
Oh,
The way this is going.
you have to, absolutely.
I was going to say the way this is going, it might end soon.
Yeah, my God.
Someone's going to get. I mean, this is literally a penalty kill if you're the Devils. It's
It
literally
feels like it. Like somebody's got to step up here, man. Somebody's got to do something here.
They're continued to be overwhelmed. That's the problem. The problem is that they're complete. They have
constant pressure.
Their whole I don't want to say mantra, but their whole like focus is basically like,
Agreed.
let's just hope to God that maybe the Canes make a mistake we get an opening and we score. That's kind of
Yeah.
like what I keep thinking is like their thought process. I'm not,
Yeah.
you know,
But it's like,
it's
but at the same time, you're like, okay, well, what are you waiting for here, Devils? Like, you're getting whatever. You get all this pressure here from
again,
Carolina, but you have to respond here. You're five
yeah.
on. It's no, you're not in a penalty kill. It's 5-on-5 for God's
I
sake.
know it's 5-on-5. You know what? You know what really like sucks in like this moment for me is that it just kind of feels like you're waiting for the inevitable.
You are like you got to punch them back in the mouth here.
You got to push back. You got to get an opportunity. You got to score. I mean,
It's all Carolina. Every chance here,
if
it's
you're
all
Markstrom,
Carolina.
right? Markstrom, like I know that there'll be like a stoppage at like the 10-minute mark if it gets to that point.
Man,
If you get a stoppage of play, Markstrom got to say something. I like you got to say something.
I would too. He's like, guys, we're 5-on-5 here. What the
God,
hell
we're
is going
playing
on?
like dog shit. Like I got it. He should say, or he should be calm. Just be like, guys, I got it. Just get the next goal, and I got
Somebody's got to just say, screw it. I'm carrying this thing through the neutral. I
it. No,
gotta
and
get
you got
through
to
neutral
you
here.
got
I
to give
gotta,
Carolina credit, right?
man.
They're not playing back and being like, okay, we can afford to drop a game and blah blah blah. Like, no, they're like, let's end this series now. We want to end it now in our home ice and put it away. And another save by Markstrom there.
But if you're doing this for New Jersey, it's like, well, what's the point of you doing it if you can't find a way to keep dumping the puck out of your zone, keep dumping it out of your zone? Like you gotta find a way to go.
The shots are 10-1.
Unbelievable, man.
It's just bad. I mean, this is really bad.
Dump it out. They come back in. It's like that for me is just frustrating as a casual fan watching these guys.
Yo, 100%. Imagine being a fan and watching this.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's a good point.
No, I'm not trying to criticize you. I'm just saying, like you.
No, it's fair. Yeah, I know, but
It's just kind of like I said, I'm trying not to feel the negative vibes, but it's hard not to when it just, they can't win faceoffs. They're getting hounded in their own zone. They're literally just they'll literally get the puck and they'll just dump it. And as soon as I say that, they dumped it anyway.
It's so hard to say goodbye.
Yeah, right. I mean, like it's almost it's like, dude, it's tough. Icing, no offsides. What? Why would I think?
Like
Skate faster, dude. It really does feel like, honestly, Kyle, from an energy standpoint, the Devils have nothing.
But they shouldn't.
Nothing in the tank.
Okay, like, but watch. Gotta dump it in. Gotta dump it in again. Gotta dump it in again. Like,
I'm just saying, that's what it feels like. It feels like that they dumped everything in that third period. In that first period,
Bolts lose that series. Oh yeah, true. I guess they would lose. Yeah, 4 in a row. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. Go ahead. Distracted.
No, you're good. You're good. I feel like that the Devils put all of their energy and like effort offensively and being aggressive in that first period, and then just basically just stopped. They just stopped playing. Yeah. You just got to, let's go. Thanks, Owen. Thank you for the sub. Let's try to get to 6K by the end of these playoffs. That would be great.
We're close.
Dude.
We're getting there.
Yeah, I think we're at what, 575?
I don't know. I lost track.
Okay.
I lost track.
I think we're at 5,700 something.
It's true. I actually like this one here.
Oh, what was that? That was actually stupid. Kane's trying to push here again. It's just like dump and chase.
Getting close to 50 shots here for Carolina.
What a shock.
What a surprise.
Shots right now 12-1 in overtime in favor of Carolina. And again, like the Devils, like there you go, they just flip it in, and there's nobody back there to get it. And here come the Canes back to never mind.
I like how you're like,
It's like when I start talking, Devils came out swinging too much. It's kind of like it's always something, right? Especially like this year, it's always been like when you think about what didn't go right in thus and so game.
Yeah.
Like, that goes out of play. I don't think that's a delay of game. I could be totally wrong, but 8:38, and we finally get a stoppage in play.
You're up. Your turn. By the way,
no, it's your turn.
No, I had to do the reminder. Remember?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're up.
So we got Smokey the Cat saying need Devils for the parlay. So we have one person needing the parlay for need what the Canes to win for a parlay, and then we got one
Devils.
for the Devils to get a parlay. Well, since we're on that topic, if you haven't already, make sure to go over to DraftKings Sportsbook and sign up with our promo code THPN. You bet $5, you get $200 instantly in risk-free bets. Again, sign up with DraftKings using our promo code THPN, and you bet $5, you get $200 instantly in risk-free bets.
There you go. Okay, I got the next one.
You're doing a Joe Hendry meme. I get that. That was good.
That was a good one. Yeah, shots 15-3
in overtime. Yeah, it's about right. It's about right.
Somebody better feed Markstrom after this game. Some good.
My man needs a steak dinner after it's all said and done.
He's gonna need some steak dinners.
Even if they don't win, the man needs a steak dinner.
Or something, man.
It's really, when you're in this position, it's hard to look at anyone on that bench for the Devils and be like, who's gonna step up? Like, who's gonna find the back of the net?
It's true, right? Somebody's got to do it. 42 saves tonight, second most in playoffs in his career.
And he's still giving up 4 goals.
Crazy. Yeah, that's right. Haha.
Yeah. But, look, again, I know I keep saying it, but it's true. All it takes is literally one bounce, one shot that just gets past the goaltender. This is for either team, by the way. One shot, and it's over. So we'll see. 8:38 to go in this overtime.
Oh, man.
All in the second. Well, no, 3 of the goals were in the first, and then we had another 5 in the second, and then we haven't had a goal. I think it's been like an hour and a half since a goal has been
Something
scored.
like that. Something like that. Yeah.
Again, Devils just being hounded in their own zone here. It just, like I said, the forecheck for Carolina is just relent. Shot there. Oh my God, what a save! Oh, Markstrom just robbed Jordan Martinook. Oh, he did it again.
Daylight out of me.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
Sorry. Oh my God.
You keep me on my toes. Keep me on my toes here.
Once again, the game on someone's stick for Carolina, and Markstrom says no.
Wow. It is, but you know what though? It has been really good hockey tonight, though. I'll give him
Absolutely.
that. I'll give him that. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Canes, of course, win the face-off. I just say that because there's nothing that the Devils have done that's good. And Timo Meier. Timo Meier almost blocked the shot. He almost blocked a shot that could have created a chance the other way.
Just an FYI for everybody too, we are live tomorrow night for Canadiens and Capitals Game 5. Just letting everybody know, Game 5. Yeah.
We have 180 people in here right now, which is awesome.
They're waiting for you to explode.
They're waiting for me. Well, it's either I'm going to explode or I'm going to just be like, there you go. That's
No,
really
that's not good enough. I want to freak out. Come on.
Even if they lose, I don't have it in me. I don't have it in me.
You can do it. I believe in you.
Okay.
We're live tomorrow night, and we're going to be live Monday for the draft lottery for every's team.
Should be good.
Mine, who's not in the lottery.
Kyle, is it just me, or are there actually empty seats in the front? I could swear I see empty seats. I'm not joking.
No, it's pretty full.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty full. No,
I'm not okay. I ain't trying to be mean about it. I'm just making an observation on my own. Nemec just died.
Dead.
No, he just died. He just got crunched by Sebastian Aho.
Just deceased.
And of course, the one time the Devils look to set something up in the ozone, they call a hand pass, and the puck comes out of the zone.
Puck comes out of play. Oh, excuse me.
This is tough, man. This is really tough. It's just I got nothing. This is worse than this is actually. Here's why it's worse than the first overtime game these two teams played. In the if you had watched the game, you would have agreed. The Devils dominated the entirety of overtime in the second overtime in game 3. They just dominated. Literally, the Canes just played back and did not do anything. Now it just feels like the Canes are like, we need to end this series now.
We got our guy Grant tomorrow night back up. We got our guy Grant
Awesome.
who did a great job on Sunday, by the way. And he'll be doing Canadiens Capitals game 5 tomorrow night.
Yeah. So face off in the Carolina zone to the right of Kochetkov with 7.5 minutes remaining in the first overtime. Wow, the Devils actually won a face off. I don't know what to do with myself. That shot, I don't know. It's in the offensive zone, by the way.
Ole, 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 ole.
I think it should be. Well, that's kind of I think that's what a lot of people are thinking, that if the Devils can force a game 6 back home, that they give themselves a good chance to play a game 7 in Carolina. It's possible.
It is. Absolutely.
I mean, look, any game beyond game 5 would be a better result than what they had 2 years ago. Granted, it's
Is it?
It's the first round, I guess.
Yeah, okay, fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
But again, it's Devils have lost 4 of the 5 meetings that have ended between these two teams in the playoffs. So the Devils have really just never had success against Carolina. The Devils won the first ever matchup between these two teams in the playoffs. Hurricanes have won the last 4. And with 1 goal tonight, with 1 more tonight, they will make it 5 out of 6.
Somebody end this goddamn game at some point.
Kyle at this point just could care. He just hopes somebody.
No, I care. I'm still doing pretty good, actually. I'm doing good. I haven't hit the wall. I haven't hit the virtual I need to go to bed wall.
No, it's not 1 o'clock in the. It's not.
No, it's not. We're not even close to that.
We're not even close to that. We have a lot.
No scores there. Yep, you got her.
Did I read that right? Did it say 17-3 in shots? Did I see that right, or was I going crazy?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Wow,
yeah.
that's pretty nutty.
I think so. Team North America jersey.
It's a great jersey.
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, it is 17-3. Wow, for the Oilers. Wow.
Cody Glass. Oh, takeaway here.
Oh boy.
Nope.
I feel like it's gonna get very quiet quickly.
You think?
I think so. Somebody's a little nervous.
That shot there is stopped by Markstrom. I mean, again,
thank you.
Game, what?
I was gonna say I'll show it after we're done or before we go to intermission. Yeah.
Well, it's stopped. Yeah, it's a good point.
It's
I was gonna say commercial break, but then I was like, no penalty. We play on. I thought there was gonna be a trip on the Devils. I love how, in overtime, then the refs decide to call a decent game. They're just we don't want to screw it up.
Nah.
They just don't want to be the guy, They don't want to. But it's also dude, screw you. Oh my God, dude, this is insane how much the Devils can't get it out of their own zone.
That's funny.
It's quite hilarious. And I think they're finally going to. Oh, there is a God.
There is a God.
There is a God. Well, God doesn't care about the devil, that's for sure. No, that's a lie. God does care about the devil. But
I was gonna say what? He probably has to.
I said that wrong. I meant to get back to the game.
I was gonna. We're getting tired when we haven't hit the wall yet.
Moving on, please. What was that? Siegenthaler over there. A one-time shot. It rang off the post. Oh my God. We're still playing. How? What is happening?
Did he? Oh man.
He hit the post. I think he did. I mean, this is it. It honestly really is just sad how much the Devils are just getting completely and utterly outplayed in overtime.
Hold on, I'll give you a second. I'm catching up here. I'm gonna see if they hit the post.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good. You got time.
I got you. Well, I'm still way behind you.
4 minutes to go in this overtime. Shots now 14-1.
Oh my God.
Carolina. Another icing here against the Devils. This is just sad. I mean, this is really just
This is really sad. Somebody's got to end this, please.
I mean, this Devils team, like they keep showing guys on the bench, Kyle, they're gassed. They are actually gassed. They like it looks like, I'm telling you when I say to you that I really, really do believe that they threw everything in that first period, got the results that they wanted, and then just completely just, I don't want to say fell apart, but just completely like they just have nothing. It just feels like they have nothing in the
You
tank.
just wonder, like, you shouldn't have had that though after the first. Like, is it because you were deflated from blowing it? Like,
It's just, people say like, oh, the Canes are just better conditioned. It's like, well, the other thing is that when the Devils are as depleted as they are, they're forced into positions of having to play higher minutes than they're normally playing.
That's right.
Because you have guys out, and that's the annoying thing. It's like it's this constant thing. But
Not good.
Look,
Okay.
what?
Sorry, just Mr. Kung Fu Panda here.
Nice.
Yeah. No.
Ref, get out of the way. Of course, the ref's in the way. As the Devils actually had the puck in the ozone.
It's been all like, it's not on Carolina.
No. Okay, all right. Hold on. I just have to say really quickly that I know Kochetkov has made saves tonight, but like it's not like the man has been like super tested in the last like hour.
That's right. He hasn't been standing on his
What the hell has he had to face in the last hour?
Yeah, not much.
He's faced what? 32 shots. All right, that's still pretty. That's still a decent amount.
Something like that. Yeah, I think so.
That shot goes out of play.
Oh my Lanta.
2:33 to go. We are slowly approaching our zone. We got some pushing and shoving after the whistle between Shimo Nemec and Svechnikov. Svechnikov.
Holy shit. 200 people in here, guys. Appreciate it.
We have, wow, we really do. Thanks for everybody who's hanging out with us. Again, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel as we approach 6,000 subscribers here on YouTube. And also don't forget to leave a like as well. And if you like what you see, if you hit that notification bell, you'll get notified every time we go live here for a live watch along. And as Kyle mentioned, we will be back, not us specifically, but we will be live for game number 5 between, I'm blanking, who again? We have
Canadiens and Capitals. Grant doing tomorrow night.
Game number 5. We'll also be live for the draft lottery next Monday as well.
Yes,
should be
I
good.
will be your gracious host for the draft lottery on Monday.
Not
going to be long. It'll be about a half hour, 40-minute live. But if you guys want to see what happens for the lottery, we'll be live Monday for it.
Absolutely. So
Cool.
Again, here, I mean, look, if you want to talk about, we talked about it earlier, like deserving a better fate. It really does feel like for Carolina, it's like they deserve. Oh, geez, it's just wow, dude. The Oilers have.
They haven't capitalized here.
They haven't capitalized. That's the only thing. That you get off to a hot start, but if you can't capitalize, it might come back.
The Kings need they need the harmonica ladies to go into the dressing room, right? Yeah,
and just start playing. Not even talking, just start playing.
Wake up. Yeah.
Right.
All right. Ethan's got Canes all the way. All right.
Canes all the way in terms of the series or in the playoffs, or what are we talking about? This game?
Let's just say the game. Let's just say the game.
I'm going to go with the game on this one. I'm going to go on the game, and Justin Dowling doing absolutely nothing. It's just, like I said, it's just hard to, like, see, like, any Devil having any sort of, like, play that's going to result in a goal for.
Well, Siegenthaler did. He hit the post, did he not?
No, that was Jarvis.
Oh, no. Sorry. I thought you said Siegenthaler earlier.
No. I meant no. It was Jarvis who hit the post.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What?
No.
Oh
I couldn't tell you the last good opportunity the Devils had.
Also, I love the name here. Sorry, Bill the Triangle.
Holding on, Bill the Triangle guy. Great logo too.
That's a sick logo. Actually, I like that.
It's great. Love it. All right, Devils coming out. We have 1 minute to go in this overtime. This is insane.
Ethan, same. Honestly, same.
And actually, they finally got a shot. A worthless shot, but it got to the net. So Aho and Max Domi are my favorite. All right.
Ooh, okay.
Pickard is going to get tired. Well, I mean, he's faced what, 4 shots?
It's also Pickard.
Pickard? Sorry. What I say?
No. I'm saying it is Calvin Pickard. Like
It's Calvin
that's who they're resorting
What
to.
did
right?
you expect? What do you expect? Shots
They're gonna.
the shots finally changed, Kyle. Shots on goal now 14-2.
Hey, all
look
right.
at that.
All right.
Let's go. Where's the over under for shots?
Do you think they get to 60?
Who, Carolina?
Yeah, the Devils. They're at 32. Good luck with that.
No, Devils about to get to 60 in the second overtime.
They're gonna reverse it.
I would say icing here against Carolina, New Jersey. Yeah, if it goes to a second overtime, yeah.
Yeah, I think they get to.
But again, it is just one shot. I feel bad for. Sorry,
sorry, my bad.
I know. The only one that's doing anything productive in this is Jacob Markstrom. He's doing literally everything he can to keep the Devils in a position to somehow win this game.
As if we're in friggin' double overtime coming up.
Okay. Well, we got 32 seconds. Still some time here for somebody to score. I think what's more just like kind of mind-boggling, Kyle, is the fact that like how bad the Devils have been in the face-off dot, considering where they started this game.
Since the first period,
like they're losing face-offs like clean. It's not like it's like a tie-up and then they lose it. It's like they're just, and to me I feel like that screams fatigue.
Yeah, it 100%.
I feel like it just screams like they're tired. They're worn out. Jesus Christ! I did
14-2.
It's tough. 10 seconds to go in this overtime. Flipped it high into the air. Dumped into the Carolina zone. Yep, we have. Whoa!
What's whoa?
Bratt threw it at the net. It actually got to Kochetkov, but didn't go in, and that'll do it. We are going to double overtime in Game 5. This is actually bullshit.
Fuck you.
Why me?
Not you. The game. Sorry,
Oh.
the game. The game.
Yeah, Kochetkov actually lost his stick. He was a little bit out of position, and Brad just threw that on net. That could have been crazy.
Oh, that was
That could have been
close.
nuts.
That was really close.
Shelly Keefe taking the slow, long ass walk to the locker room. I don't know what to say.
Like,
So,
what do you say after that?
I don't know. If I was Shelly Keefe at this point, I would just say to my team, who wants it? Who wants the game winner? Somebody.
It's not even
Call it.
that, but it's like, who wants, like, I don't give a crap if you're tired, man. I don't care.
This is the moments. You want to change the narrative about your organization? These are the moments.
It's true.
Yes, Bill. Yeah, they still.
Oh, sorry.
When I hear you scream if we don't win, I'm not gonna. I don't know.
Night, Becca.
Night, Becca. Have a good night. Hopefully you wake up and the Devils have won the game. Hopefully, but
So much for me watching the Oilers tonight and the Kings game.
fair enough. You want to take another break?
I think we need to.
I think we need to. So we'll be right back. We'll take another commercial break and we'll get ourselves ready for.
We'll be two commercial breaks. We'll be back in.
You know what?
For anybody ever wondering, it's 2 commercial breaks. We'll
Yeah.
be back in 3 minutes. All
3
right.
minutes.
Whether you're looking for courtside or upper deck, opening day or opening night, comedy or concerts. With Game Time Picks, we make buying tickets easy by serving up only the best deals on sports, music, and shows.
What time is it?
It's game time. Whether you're looking for courtside or upper deck, opening day or opening night, comedy or concerts. With Game Time Picks, we make buying tickets easy by serving up only the best deals on sports, music, and shows.
What time is it?
It's game time.
Well, we're still here. We're still here in this game 5 between the Devils and the Hurricanes, and that's because nobody has scored a goal in the better part of. I think we might be actually pushing 2 hours, Kyle.
We called it. We completely called it. Though
We knew that
we
it
knew
wasn't
right
gonna
away.
be like 7-5 at the end of the game. No, it was
Oh
both
my
teams
God.
kind of. I don't even want to say settled in, but it's just both goaltenders settled in, particularly Jacob Markstrom. And now again, it's still 1 goal, and this either series is over or just this game is over. So
My life is over.
my life is in shambles.
I knew it. I knew this was gonna happen. I knew it.
Yeah.
I knew we were gonna get into this situation here where it's goals galore here. They scored 8 goals in 2 periods, and then you get nothing for the next 2.
You get nothing. You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir. Yeah, that's literally what
I feel like
Yeah.
we are the losers here. I feel like we are the biggest losers here.
we're the true. At the end of the day, we're really the ones that lose. There's no other way to put it.
So we want to talk about, Neil.
What do I want to talk about? I mean,
Oh,
look, I'll
God.
just say this really quickly. I'll just say this really quickly that like it really does feel like the Devils have nothing left. It doesn't feel like that there's anything. Like I'm not making an excuse. I'm not trying to say it's because they're depleted or anything. I just think that, like I said before to you, I feel like they've put all of their eggs into that first period basket. And then they just like there was not another gear that they felt that they can get to. That's what it feels like. And that's the thing that sucks.
That's the thing. I know, like
Carolina, what do you change?
you don't change anything. It's
You don't
Markstrom
do
who's
anything. You
been
just keep firing the puck at the net.
right. But you wonder, like, okay, if you feel like this is for the Devils, like, where are you at with Carolina here? Like, they have to be in the same boat too, right?
Well, Carolina's got to feel really frustrated at this point because
TNT said 9 minutes too, by the way.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I saw that I saw that on my broadcast. But yeah, no, like I think if you're Carolina, like there's no sense of like worry or panic or whatever. I think it's more just frustrating for
I agree.
them because they were so good. That was the best period. I know they scored 4 goals in the second period. Yes. But I think overall in terms of dominant play and everything, I think that overtime was their best period without question.
I agree.
The question that comes up in my head is this. Does the tide somehow turn in the second overtime? Is it all of a sudden that the Devils survived that overtime and then they're just going to flip it and start putting shots on and they're going to get a lucky bounce and go in? Like it doesn't feel that way. It feels like, as I was saying to you before, you're waiting for the inevitable if you're New Jersey.
Yeah, well, that, but also too, like maybe you're kind of waiting for that moment, right?
Right. You're kind of waiting for the hopefulness of Can somebody on the Devils somehow, with whatever they have left, find the back of the net and send this series back to New Jersey? Because I'll tell you right,
Carolina, but yes.
yeah.
If you want to know about what's going on in the OHL, they have the conference finals going on right now. Four-seeded, the Oshawa Generals have won in double overtime 7-6 as they beat the Barrie Colts, who are the number 2 seed. The London Knights are the number 1 seed in the West. They're up 3-0 on the number 2 seeded Kitchener Rangers. They won as well.
Nice.
So there you go.
And by the way, that this game is long when the Vegas and Minnesota are already in the second period and Edmonton and LA are already done with the first period. And we are still here.
We knew this was going to happen. I knew this was going to happen.
We did, unfortunately. It's also sucky for like anybody.
Okay.
It's a school night. I'm just saying, it's like a Tuesday night. This is not.
Ethan's past his bedtime.
6 minutes.
Honestly, so am I at this point. Like, it is a Tuesday. That's right.
Tuesday. Well, we where are we at? 11:10. We're 50 minutes away from it being Wednesday.
It's been a short week so far. It feels like it's gonna be Wednesday tomorrow. I feel like it just kind of like.
It has been a short week,
but it kind of flew by a little bit. Yeah,
but.
I don't even know what to talk about anymore.
I don't know what to talk about either. I think it's like we're in the zone of like, can we just get to the next period and just
stop talking and just go? Like, that's why I'm like, do you like
no breaks over there. Just force them to keep going.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, just go. I don't care whatever you have left. Just end this. Somebody
do you think
end
there's
this.
Any sort of fatigue on Carolina's end?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. That's kind of the thing I keep thinking, like you were saying, like, I think the Devils are looking for like a mistake, just one, like
maybe,
they flip it out of they flip it the other way and like a defenseman falls over and then Jesper Bratt gets a breakaway and scores. Like, that's what I feel like they're waiting for.
I agree. Yeah, I agree.
It's, yeah, it's I
don't even know what to talk about anymore. It's ridiculous.
I was just saying to my dad, I said, you know what's really tough, especially from the Devil's side, is like, you go through all of this and like, what if you end up losing anyway?
It's more it'll be more heartbreaking for New Jersey rather than Carolina.
Especially because you had a 3-0 lead, you had a 4-3 lead, and you blew it twice.
Yeah.
And so you've basically, since the Canes tied it, well, since really the second period started, you've basically been outplayed again. And that's just kind of where it is.
Can I also just appreciate, like, if you look at the scoreboard here, like all of the X's.
I know, it's crazy. I know. It's insane.
You know what's very consistent?
This is my favorite one. My favorite one is right by center ice. If you go to the top of center ice.
Yeah, that's right. It's
who shot the puck from there?
Will Carrier.
What?
William Carrier. With 16 minutes left. It's at 16:22 in OT.
Okay. Great. Fantastic. Love that. I'm looking at, when does this game end? My girlfriend said we could do. Bro.
Oh my God. Well, to be honest, we've reached this point in the night.
Yeah, we've reached this point. And the name itself, I think, just kind of tells you all you need to know.
Well, I didn't even read the name.
Who? What do the X represent? What? Oh, the X's represent shots that didn't.
Oh, yeah.
Shots on
you got
goal.
Circles that scored, and you've got X's that were.
It also says it there on the scoreboard. Kind of small though, but it does say it in the bottom of that scoreboard.
Right. Yeah. Wait. There you go. Right there.
Dude, I swear I've seen.
Oh, look! You can see my mouse.
Dude, I've seen this commercial like 40 times since this game started. I am really getting tired of it.
Really? I can play the Game Time commercial again.
No, it's okay. It's all good. But yeah, I mean, look, I think honestly we'll just keep our predictions because like nothing has changed. So yeah, like if I had any confidence, Kyle, going into the first overtime, it basically vanished after that overtime period. Like, no, seriously.
You're just waiting.
It's like I'm being tortured, right? It's like being told, like, oh yeah, you're gonna lose. We're just not gonna tell you when. Yeah.
I agree. I'm just gonna play with the mouse for the next like 5 minutes.
Well, on my TV, the second overtime is about to start. So
you know what I should do? I should have brought up the I should share like the Google you know the games you can play on like
the
Google
games, like
right?
let's play around.
Oh, I should have brought that up. Damn it. Oh man, I should have done that.
Right. Well, Kyle, I'm not going to ask you what you expect in this overtime period, this second overtime period.
Just play.
Somebody just score.
Just play.
You know, it's kind of like that.
I don't even care at this point. Just play.
Kyle doesn't even care.
Just drop the puck. Let's go here.
Yep.
Oh, I should have done that. Damn it. I should. As we were waiting, I'll have like this screen up.
Devil's Twitter admin has that thank you fans post locked and loaded right now. It's like ready.
Oh yeah, they're just waiting to press post.
So, Kyle, here's some hilarious. Every defenseman for the Devils has played 25 minutes or more, except Seamus Casey, who has played a solid 9 minutes and 13 seconds. Even Nemec has played 26 minutes. I think Casey got benched the entire overtime period.
Well, it's like play him then if your guys are tired, for God's sakes.
Yeah, like
Any speculation on who gets the game winning goal.
What if
Oh Jesus, sorry.
Yeah, I had Jackson Blake for Carolina, and then I had Paul Cotter for New Jersey.
Seth Jarvis and Eric Holla. That's what I got. Also, I do have news from well, I don't know if you want to take this too seriously from Frank Saravalli, but it was about Rick Tocchet. So in the end, Rick Tocchet and the Canucks didn't come down to money. They put a very compelling offer on the table with term that absolutely would have made Tocchet the highest paid coach in the NHL. Time for change.
Wow.
So tells you something about the organization.
It does tell you something for sure.
Yeah.
Ooh, Heischer with a shot in the slot, and Kochetkov makes the save. So the Devils actually got the first shot of the overtime period.
Tired.
Tired. Yeah.
All right, Neil. Double OT. Let's go.
Double OT. Just started here. It's crazy.
Do you think that Canes fans, like, I do see empty seats now? They're probably just coming back from the concession stands. Who knows?
I saw them midway through the overtime period. I'm just saying.
Okay, fair.
I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just, again, it was an observation that I made. But what were you going to say? You were going to ask me?
No, I was going to say, like, do you feel like, and this isn't just speaking for this game, this is like any game that goes to double OT in the playoffs. Do you think fans would leave?
No.
It's definitely happened before.
Oh, I'm positive as I'm sitting here that I have seen parents who, especially if they have little ones.
Oh, sorry, I got to interrupt. Ice time here. Brian Dumoulin has the most with 35 minutes of ice time tonight. He's got the most.
Brian Dumoulin has been nothing short of a warrior here for the Devils on the back end in terms of just being reliable and being available on the ice. It's pretty remarkable.
Wow.
Especially considering, he was a trade deadline acquisition. And, I think the overall feeling was like, what is he really going to do for this team kind of thing?
Mm-hmm.
And he's been a lot better than that. It's, oh no.
What?
Kotkaniemi got hit up high with a stick. He is bleeding. That's going to be a 4-minute. Okay. All right. Well, that's going to be the nail in the coffin.
I think that's going to be the nail.
Hey, Kyle, how did the Canes score on the power? How did the Canes score the game-winning goal a couple of years ago?
On the power play.
Thank you.
Oh man, that's a crappy way to. That's even more of a crappier way to go
Dawson
down.
Mercer, I think that will be his third penalty of the night. So
Is he bleeding?
it's an
Oh
let's put it this way.
God,
It's
he
an
is
unfortunate play
bleeding.
because Mercer was trying to dump the puck out. Kotkaniemi comes up, and as Mercer's dumping the puck, the stick comes up and just hits him. It's an accidental play, not a dirty play, but it's a bad time.
Yeah.
At this point,
Kotkaniemi, Dawson Mercer. Yeah. Yeah.
Kotkaniemi was the one that got sticked. He actually ended up going to the locker room.
He did. Yeah.
So hopefully he's okay.
Oh man. Well,
let's put it this way. It's an unfortunate play. So let's see here.
I'm assuming they call it a 4-minute, right?
Yeah, they call the penalty for sure. I just don't know if they called 2 minutes or 4.
Sheldon, okay, dude, what are you arguing for, man? Like, come on.
I don't know what Sheldon's complaining about. I think he's complaining about that. I think Mercer's trying to make the case that he was in the motion of dumping the puck out, and there's nothing he could have done there to stop that play.
Literally nothing.
Sheldon wants to speak to the ref. He keeps doing this. Well, only one of them can score. I'm sorry. Only one of those two. 4-minute double minor high sticking call against Dawson Mercer. I would be absolutely shocked if the Canes do not score here.
Yeah.
It would be.
I would be too.
So.
Well, Neil, sorry, buddy.
You're saying sorry and it hasn't happened yet.
I know, but
it's like it hasn't happened yet. That's what's funny about it. But I'm sitting here I kind of want to turn the TV off and go to bed.
Because we know what's going to
and not waste my time seeing this crap. But here we go. Aho with a shot that. How the heck did he save that? Damn.
You know what they're going to do? They're gonna get to 30 seconds left on this
and then they score.
And then they score.
Or because this is stupid, the Devils will get a 2-on-1 shorthanded. It'll be really dumb.
Oh my lord. Oh man.
Well, there's a kid in the Carolina stands wearing a Whalers Gordie Howe jersey, which I think is great.
Sick. That's sick.
Well, the Devils are able to dump it out, so there you go. I would be feeling better about this if the Devils were at home, but because this is on the road and this is happening, dude, this is so actually stupid because of how similar this is to.
It's the exact same, man. It's pretty much.
The only difference is that Siegenthaler was the one that took the penalty 2 years ago, but it was just a delay of game. Wasn't a high stick, but it's still the same thing. It's okay, they're on the power play. Also, we are in double overtime, not single. I was going to say singular overtime.
Yeah.
That wouldn't make any sense.
Well, I might be wrong here because they won't hit 60 shots, so we'll see what happens.
All right, 1 minute gone in this power play.
Woo.
Jarvis, drive by Gus Despair. Oh, wow. Svechnikov didn't see it. Devils clear. Svechnikov, he had his back. He tried to tip it. He had the puck. It was open net, but his back was to the puck. Didn't see it, and Hollow was able to clear it.
1-0 LA. 1-0 LA. By the way.
You absolutely shot. You absolutely outplayed. You go up 1-0. Love that.
We knew that was going to happen, right?
Of course. That's the problem. It's goaltending again. Kind of an issue.
Calvin Pickard.
Put in Stuart Skinner or we riot. All
Neil,
right.
if they kill this, they better win this game.
It's stupid at this point. Oh my God, another terrible zone. Oh my. Oh, and the Devils tried to do something. All right, so they killed off the first half of it. 1:58 to go on the power play. Canes having a little bit of trouble just getting it into the zone, setting it up. And as soon as I say that, they're fine.
Also, hurry up. I'm hungry.
I'm hungry.
I'm starving.
I thought you were tired.
Well, I am, but I'm also dreaming of a peanut butter and jelly sandwich right about now.
We all dream of
I had a dream of a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
All All right, 90 seconds to go on the power play. Canes are finally setting it up here again. Jarvis, not a Aho. Yeah, it's Aho. Aho to Room. My God, there's so much passing. I hate this part. Goss to spare now with it. Almost turned it over. Opportunity there. Feeds it in front. Oh my God, puck is loose. It's still loose. It's still loose. Devils get it. Nope. Drive by Goss to spare. Diving block by Heischer. 1 minute to go on the power. Kyle, I swear to God, if you're right about this, I'm going to be so angry. Like not with 30 seconds left on it as they were about to kill it, and they score.
No,
That will do it
man.
as Sebastian Aho ends this series in 5 as they come from behind and win this game 5-4, and they will move on to the second round of the Stanley Cup playoffs. And for the New Jersey Devils, their season comes to pretty much an embarrassing end.
Yeah, it's a tough look, buddy. That sucks.
It's a tough look, but it was to be expected, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
you can't.
look,
It's an
2
unfortunate.
minutes, great job, you killed it off. But you know what? You
Markstrom was gonna fling that.
He was
stick,
gonna
man.
throw that thing. He was gonna actually throw it. So the
Holy
Devils
crap,
season
dude!
ends.
There you go,
For the
guys.
second time in 3 years, the Devils' season and playoffs run ends at the hands of the Carolina Hurricanes, and that's
There you
pretty
go.
much it. So their season.
Wow. All right.
comes to an end.
Well, we'll end this quick because
Yeah.
we're tired.
Yeah,
I'll give you.
At this point, we're all just tired, right?
I'll give you the final word, buddy.
Look, the Devils, at the end of the day, didn't deserve to win this game. It didn't deserve to win this series. They had a bunch of injuries. It's not going to help. You didn't have Jack Hughes. You didn't have Luke Hughes. You didn't have Brendan Dillon. You didn't have Jonathan Kovacevic. You weren't healthy. You limped into the playoffs. You backed into the playoffs. Getting a win at least salvaged the fact that you didn't get swept, which is great.
Yeah.
But you blew a 3-0 lead in this game. You had the complete control of this game, and you let it go. And changes have to be made. You can't use injuries as an excuse. You have to make changes. You have to. There's no other way to put it. And yeah, like I said, it would have been different if the Devils had lost 5-4 in double overtime if they had gone back and forth. But the fact that they blew it like that is typical Devils. Yeah, that's all I got. That's all I got.
Right.
But yeah.
All righty. Well, we'll call it a night. Neil will have his full reactions on Devil's State of Mind. I'm sure it'll come out this week. Be sure to check out tomorrow night, guys. We got Game 5, Canadiens and Capitals tomorrow. And I'm sure we'll have another one, too, by the end of the week. And then Monday as well, too, Draft Lottery. So good stuff tonight, Neil. Unfortunate way to end it, but still good stuff. And we will catch everybody. We'll see you all tomorrow night. Grant will be the host tomorrow for tomorrow's Caps and Habs game. And we will see you all tomorrow night. Night, everybody.